get scared by a bear in the neighborhood, call Joe Murray.
I happen to trust Joe Murray.
First time I ever met Joe Murray was at a...
Welcome into 98.5, the Sports Hub of Joe Murray, back here on the Night Show full show. And last week when I said that Zoe was back when I was filling in for Beetle, I kept saying, Zoe's back, and it really bothered somebody. And I'm just going to keep telling you, we're back here on the Night Show. Skaz is here. We got our intern Trey here tonight. Street Team Joe will be in the building at all. And wow, it's like Elvis has walked in with pizzas and a bag of fun. So I got to go find out what Street Team Joe just brought in, as we're going to have a party here tonight. We're going to welcome in Mike Cadlick from CLNS and Sports Illustrated. We'll be in studio tonight here in the second hour, so we'll get a good look at what's going on over at Patriots training camp. Interesting day today, still trying to get some of the news out there. Regarding Christian Gonzalez, we got an update on that. And what is happening with Drake May and the expectations this year. And just a lot to get into regarding the Pats. But where do we start tonight? Of course, it is with the Boston Red Sox, and we'll get into that in a second. But the phone number here is 617-779-0985. You can join us on YouTube as well. And I suggest people, if you want to hang out tonight and watch the show, this is the place to do so. And we'll have a lot of fun. Again, we're having a pizza party. And Street Team Joe just walked into the studio with stuff. So now I am excited to know what is in the box. But opening take, of course, is presented by Super Service Today, Massachusetts' #1 provider for residential and commercial plumbing, heating, cooling, and drain cleaning. Day or night, always done right. You can visit superservicetoday.com. So a couple of things regarding the Red Sox. We were here last night. We watched the game last night. It went to the rain delay. I went home. I snuggled in. I saw that the game was going to start at about 12:05, was it? Turned it on and watched the debacle that was that ninth inning. The Red Sox will make excuses about the loss last night, and I'm sure that they're all valid. I'm sure they're all valid. And I'm sure people aren't happy about starting a game or not starting the game right, meaning they ended up finishing this thing last night. Should they have done it today? I'm out on all that. They had a winnable game where they trailed and got a home run from Alex Bregman. And then after tying the game, then Roman Anthony got a big hit. They were down bullpen guys last night. Yeah, they had a rough flight. Yeah, the weather wasn't great. The travel sucked. And a little bit of bad luck was all a part of last night's loss. You had no Chapman, and Whitlock couldn't be available. So they were stuck with going with Hicks in this game. And I know Ian Brown of MLB.com wrote a recap of last night's Red Sox loss seems to place the blame squarely on travel, weather, and bad luck instead of Jordan Hicks and Richard Fitz or Alex Cora. I don't want to blame the weather anymore or the travel. The truth about this year's Red Sox team is, number one, they are a playoff team today. I stood by it last night. I'm going to stand by it again today. We can say whatever we want about the Boston Red Sox, but they are a playoff team as of right now. But here is the thing that will bother the hell out of me and should bother the hell out of the Red Sox, and something that I think they're going to sell to the listeners and the fans at the deadline. The Red Sox have 51 losses this year. 51 losses. Did you know that 21 of them are by one run? By one run. So let's do a little bit of Joe math there. That's what? Now I'm really screwed up here. 21, 51. Joe math, whatever. It kills them. It's cost them. If they have won a third of those 21 games, they'd be the best team in baseball. And is that how the Red Sox are looking at it now at the deadline? There are holes in this group. There's holes everywhere. Whether it's the rotation, clearly at the back of the back of the bullpen, and now it looks like first base or maybe second base for that matter. There's holes, and this team needs help. They've gotten to this point. But it's inexcusable to have 21 one-run losses this year. Who do you blame that one on? I'm not going to blame the owner for that. I'm not even going to blame Breslow for that. I'd love to blame the manager for it. I really would. And I know that Cora can win games. I know he's a good manager, and when he has a damn good roster, he knows how to close out games. But last night, that's all you had back there? Yeah, they made a move today. Fitz back down. They need help from the front office. The team needs to improve. They need help. This team needs help. We're watching it on a nightly basis. They need just a little bit more to not lose one-run games anymore. They can't lose. This is what, if I was the manager or the GM or whatever, the team can't lose one-run games anymore. It just can't happen. It's inexcusable at this point. So this is why I mentioned, I think they're screaming for help. I think everybody in that dugout knows they need help, and if they have a chance in the playoffs, they need some sort of other pitcher or need a hitter somewhere in the lineup. Probably a first baseman. Everybody knows it. Duran's on his toes. Guys are on their toes. Trevor Story's starting to sink a little bit. Narvaez is starting to... All the averages are going down. They're so top-heavy. The Anthony Bregman duo, great. Everything else struggling. They need help. But a reminder, they're a playoff team as of today. There's no team in Major League Baseball that needs to make additions to their roster more than the Boston Red Sox. And I know that the Blue Jays can go out and make moves to solidify themselves as contenders, right? The New York Yankees will, and they have. Other teams are already beating them to the punch. We're hearing now that, maybe the likes of a Joe Ryan or some of these other big names, maybe they're not likely over the next couple of days. So they might start going with some veteran options like a Charlie Morton or a Shane Bieber or somebody like that. I don't know what to believe. All I know is they better do something. You can't rely on this for the rest of the year and hope that they can just win these type of games. Last night was a game they should have won. I don't care about the travel, the weather, or who wasn't available. That was a winnable game last night, and they lost. We can't be accepting one-run losses like this anymore. We can't. We need to hold the team accountable for it, and right now, I think we need to hold the management. They got to improve this team. They have to. There are some issues that are coming up in the second half. We'll get to those coming up in just a little bit. There are a lot of good things about the Red Sox, too. I mentioned the Roman Anthony effect. It's real. Alex Bregman is a clutch hitter. We're seeing it on a nightly basis from a rookie, who's now batting leadoff, which last night I questioned, but it filled out in a great spot last night. The bullpen's been great, despite Hicks. It really has. But I do want to go over some of the numbers because it's really top-heavy right now at the top of their lineup. But there's no team that needs help more to solidify the intentions from this offseason of becoming a team that has aspirations to play in October. It's the Boston Red Sox. They have the money, they have the prospects, and right now they're a playoff team. I'm sure Breslow's on the phone, but I hope they don't sell to you people. I hope, and I say you, when I say you people, us, me, you, the media, the fans that are actually investing in these games. The analytics will tell you that if they won a third of those 21 losses, they're the best team in baseball. But we watch these games on a nightly basis, don't we? We know they don't run the bases well. We know that some of their outfielders don't know what they're doing. We know that they have holes at first base and in their lineup. This is exactly why the Red Sox should be buyers right now, should be aggressively buying. Their intentions were to play in October. Right now, you're set up to do so. And with a couple of days to go, the team has showed its warts. Now is the time to improve this roster because anybody can win this thing. I know they just played a class of teams that are probably above them. Bolstering the lineup, adding pitching at the front of the rotation and the back of the bullpen. There's no reason why the Red Sox can't be a World Series contender. We'll leave it there at 617-779-0985. Your thoughts on the 21 one-run losses this year? And do you think the analytics look at it as they're better than their record indicates? That's what I'm worried about heading into the break. Again, the opening take brought to you by Super Service Today, Massachusetts' #1 provider for residential, commercial, plumbing, heating, cooling, and drain cleaning day or night. Always done right. Visit superservicetoday.com. We'll take a quick break. I'm Joe Murray. We'll get into the lineup and some of the issues facing the Red Sox. We'll do that next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
25 as their all or nothing year in the way they looked at, 2018. They had guys on expiring contracts the next year.
They're going to be better next year than they are this year.
Yeah.
And maybe better again in 27. So you don't want to blow it up here.
And right. But I'm saying you don't want to wild card mix, as we talked about, at a 48.8% chance of making the playoffs. You've talked on this show repeatedly about how you think it's important to get back to the postseason and have that taste and get the guys' experience. And
Well, I don't like hearing any of that. That was the Fenway Rundown with Chris Cotillo and Sean McAdam, who are legitimately resetting the trade deadline expectations for the Red Sox. So all I heard there was the Red Sox aren't ready to go all in this year because they'll be better next year and then better the year after that. So they're not going to give up any big moves now because they know they're going to be better down years to come. Out! Did I say that loud enough? Just in case anybody else didn't hear me. Out! You can worry about the future and still be aggressive at the trade deadline. You can do both. You can sell if you want. You can buy if you want. Look what has happened to this team in the second half the last 5 years. If ownership or management does nothing to improve the team this year, A, you'll lose the fan base. B, the players will tail off. C, it will be the same old Red Sox. This can't happen. And you know what else? You promised, Red Sox. You promised you wanted to make it to the playoffs. You promised it. You made a big move. You had intentions about Bregman. You literally blew up your roster and your big-time player in Rafael Devers to get to this point. And the point is, today, you're a playoff team. I don't want to hear about 2026 or 2027. You have a chance now. It is good for this Red Sox young roster to have playoff experience now. Because so much as you talk about 2026 or 2027, how about a little bit of experience this year helps them next year? That's annoying. Has nothing to do with what Cotillo's saying or McAdam. It's what they're hearing. I hope it's a smoke screen. I hope it's smoke. I won't settle for it. Now, last year, I'll say this. I wanted the Red Sox to be aggressive, even though I had huge doubts about the team. And you know what they did? They sold off players that they didn't care about for guys who sucked that they thought they could fix, and they couldn't. But you know what? They traded assets. They moved on from guys. They tried to be aggressive, but in such a way that it was a yawn move. But you know what? They tried. And this is another thing about Craig Breslow this year. You look at those moves that Breslow made at the trade deadline. They were awful, horrible, horrid. So now we just expect him to make those same moves this year, or improvement for that matter. Breslow has made really good moves, really good trades when it comes to the offseason. We don't know about the Devers thing yet. It's probably a loss. Addition by subtraction, whatever you want to call it. But at the trade deadline, it was really important for Craig Breslow to get it right. He hasn't screwed up yet. I think it's important for the future of the Red Sox to be in the conversation for the playoffs and in the playoffs this year. How about that? In the playoffs. I don't want to hear about, well, they're not going to give up the farm this year because next year they're really going to be good. Out on that. Nobody wants to hear that. Your thoughts at 617-779-0985. That happened recently. And the Joe Murray research team has sent that to me. The Joe Murray research team has also sent me the Red Sox have a 57-51 record and play their 110th game of the season tomorrow afternoon. Do you know what their records have been after 110 games since 2018? In 18, they went 76-34. In 2019, they went 59-51. In 2021, they went 64-46. In 22, 54-56. Last year, they went 57-53. Or 2 years ago. And then last year, they went 58-52. So, 110 games into the year tomorrow. This is why you need to improve the team this year. They've had their swoons, don't get me wrong. But I think right now the roster's begging for help. Last night's loss was an indication of not having enough back there in the bullpen. They don't have enough back there. You need to improve. You definitely need another starter. And quite frankly, probably could use another first baseman. 617-779-0985. I see our friends on YouTube tonight. Thanks for joining us there in the chat. I see Brother Bluto in there. Carrie Ann, of course. Chop Johnson. Einbein. Wow. Had his big surgery today. I hope it all went well. It must have went well because he's in our chat. So good to see you in there tonight, man. And we've been thinking about you. So good for you. Joe, what's the bet for the Red Sox to not make the playoffs? Let me get that for you. I'll look that up in a second here for you. I wanted to give you some of the numbers I promised. Red Sox have now lost every series opener since the All-Star break. They've scored more than 4 runs only twice in their last 12 games. And when Dick Fitz pitches this year, the team is 2-12. And last night you saw what it looked like without Aroldis Chapman. But just listen to some of these ERAs where the Red Sox have ranked the last couple of years out of their bullpen. In 2022, they were 26th. In 23, they were 20th. Last year, the Wheel of Gutless Bums was 24th. This year, the Red Sox bullpen ERA, 4th in Major League Baseball. That's pretty good, right? Help it. Bolster it. I also mentioned the Red Sox lineup has been super top-heavy since the All-Star break. Bregman's been awesome. 314 batting average. Roman Anthony's batting 313. Like, they're a 1-2 punch. Again, I don't love Anthony in the leadoff spot, but it's a trend in Major League Baseball where the best player has been the leadoff hitter. Jarren Duran's batting 267. Rob Refschneider, 250. The rest of the lineup here since the All-Star break. Abreu is 192. Yoshida is 185. Rafaela, 184. Narvaez, 133. And Trevor Story has fallen off a cliff. He's 132. And the worst of them all, Romy Gonzalez has an 0.48 average since the All-Star break. Remember when he was tremendously locked in? Now he tremendously really sucks. They need an upgrade. They need help. The team can't hit, yet they're still losing 1-run games. I really hope management doesn't look at it and says, well, you know, these 1-run games, you win a third of these. Out on that. Or, hey, we're going to look ahead to the next couple of years. Will be really good. No. Be aggressive. Maybe it's a smokescreen, the whole Joe Ryan stuff, and they're going to go. Maybe that's what it is. The Joe Ryan move helps next year and the year after. It helps Crochet and helps this team actually feel like they're a World Series contender, and it's good for the future. Let's talk to RJ on the Cape. Hey, RJ.
Hey, Joe. The Red Sox got a bye at the break, and I think the reason why they really have to is because they have Garrett Crochet, and he's going to be worth a win or two in a series. And if you compare someone up with him, now all of a sudden you're an extremely scary team. And I think the only team in the AL that has a Garrett Crochet is obviously the Tigers, and they're kind of spiraling right now. And one last thing, Joe, did you watch Game 2 the other night against the Dodgers with Chapman closing it out?
Yep.
He walked that ninth hitter on purpose to face Mookie. That was freaking sick.
It was. Do you like Chapman?
I don't know. I respect it. I think the team's likable. I think they got a lot of likable guys all over the field. Chapman as a player, I love him. That got me fired up. You watch that at bat. He gave Mookie his moment in Fenway, and then he threw him a bucket, dude. That was sick.
It was sick. I'm glad that you're excited. I think I've been watching every game. Last night I went home, I was in bed, and I turned the game on because I wanted to see what happened. And what I watched was the Red Sox finding another way to lose a one-run game. They need help. This is like they're crying for help. They need it. They're right there. They're on the brink. They need help. The deadline's approaching. 617-779-0985. We'll take a quick break. The pizza is here. Street Team Joe had walked in with a... was it heavy? They looked heavy to me. But I've had my... Joe is no longer hangry. And we're all going to eat, and we're going to welcome Mike Cadlick into the studio less than an hour from right now. A man known for pizza. A man known for loving some pizza. All right, we'll hit the headline here. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Sports Hub Headlines. Presented by Celsius Energy.
curveball, still one of the best pitches in the game, and maybe he'll do better with a contender. He's doing okay today, winning big over the first place Blue Jays. Last I looked, I think the teams that I've heard are interested in Charlie Morton are the Padres, Astros, Red Sox, Yankees, Mets. I'm sure there are others. I'm sure it's a long list. Despite his numbers, he is highly coveted, and he will go in trade. He is a rental, of course. He's, what is he, 41 or is he 42? Whether he's 41 or 42, he's going year to year. That's the way he's been for years. It's a good way to go. It's worked for him. He's generally stayed on the East Coast, so I think he'd prefer to stay on the East Coast. And 3 of those 4 teams are on the East Coast, Boston and the 2 New York teams.
He's 6-8 this year with a 5.48 ERA. Now, don't get me wrong. Has he been a pretty consistent 18-year veteran? Absolutely, with a career 4.08 ERA. He's got 144 career wins, 131 losses. This year, he has 95 innings. Strikeouts are he's got basically got 100 in the year, which is good. But I think they need front of the rotation, not back of the rotation guy who's probably going to retire. And I get it. You want to bring in a veteran guy with a young group as well. I just don't think it helps you for the future. So I don't want to hear about next year and the year after.
Charlie Morton is not a veteran. He's an old guy. He's not even a veteran anymore. He's old. He's not. It's not bringing in Justin Verlander of 3 or 4 years ago or someone like that to bolster his staff. This is an old pitcher that is going to eat innings and nothing more.
If they went and got a front of the rotation guy and Morton, in. Yeah,
they're not going to do that.
But if they're only if they got Shane Bieber and Morton,
and I don't even know if Bieber is that anymore. I don't think anyone knows.
We don't even know if he can pitch. Now he's working out and scouts are looking at him. He pitched 2 games a year ago and is coming back from that. I hate that. I don't want that. Oh, I really hope it's smoke.
And I heard Maz mention this a little bit, and I do think it's something that should be brought up and held against them more, is that they wait. They wait, and they wait, and they wait. And the game last night, that's a game you shouldn't lose. If you made a move already, if you had another arm in that pen or, a guy instead of, Dick Fitz out there, you win that baseball game. And games like that last night matter against a bad Twins team. You're getting another kid that's, never really pitched before tonight. So you got to win this one tonight. But they're in a dogfight right now. Every game matters, and the longer they wait, the higher the prices are going to go. And, they could lose another close game late because they just don't have the arm. So I think that's frustrating that every year it feels like now this is their strategy to just wait and to sit on their hands. And you want to believe in this team. You want to root they've proven time and time again this season that they are going to fight. They are easy to root for. They have some guys in that clubhouse that are talented. They need help. They have to get to that next level. And the longer they wait, they're just shooting themselves in the foot.
What do you think about these reports, guys? Should we believe anything? Last year, I don't think we really got much because they made moves. So
but what were even the moves? Like
there were junk guys.
Yeah, exactly.
That the Red Sox thought they could fix. Maybe I can look.
But that's what they're going to do again. They get guys that are rehabilitation projects that have 5.5 ERAs on crap teams. You're the Boston Red Sox. Stop dumpster diving. Go out and get someone that's actually talented.
Thank you. If Cotillo and McAdam are saying that they're not going to give up stuff because of next year and the year after, it's not them saying it. They're hearing this.
And I have a problem with that because we've been told for how many years, wait until 2025, wait until the kids are here. Well, I get it. You're not going to sell you're not trading any of those guys. Those guys are already out of the question. So isn't now the time when you're going to start using the farm system to help the major league roster and not vice versa, where you're just waiting and waiting for the minor league guys to come through? I thought this was supposed to be the start of the turning point where the young guys with talent were coming up, and now we're going to, fill in the holes, at the big league level by actually making moves and spending money. But apparently, never believe these guys, Joe. Never.
I don't know what to think. All I know is the team is screaming for help. I'm not going to say cry for help. But when you have a bad travel day, which I'm not going to...
We've all had.
Whitlock was sick, right? Whitlock was sick. But let's face it, Chapman was sick the game before, right? And it's legitimate. Maybe there's something going through the team. But all they had was Hicks last night. That's all they had. How can a team like this be in that situation? You know what I wanted to mention? Cutter Crawford was a guy last year that made 33 starts, guys. Now, he was an innings eater. That's what he was. They need it. They miss it. And I'm not saying, you know what, maybe he was a part of what they were last year. And they miss him. They miss him. I'm not saying I'm saying if they had him, like even Tanner Houck, right? They probably miss him too. It's unfortunate because I think in the off season the way they forecasted the year has been right. Moving on from Devers has worked to a point. To a point.
Moving on from Devers, the return has not worked.
The
trade is still awful. It's still a horrible trade.
But I just think that
the vibe has shifted, Joe.
That's shifted, but I do think the platoon has worked until now. I think it's now.
It's been serviceable. I don't know if I would say it's worked.
This is my point.
It hasn't cratered them.
They got to this point with what they've had. Now it's time to go out and bolster the team. So I'm not saying cry for help, but you're in first place at the trade deadline. And by the way, let's say they don't make moves, Skaz, right? What's the first thing we're going to hear? The first thing we're going to hear is they made no moves. They lied again. They wanted to be serious. They weren't. Red Sox have started, and it looks like Jarren Duran with a nice little hit there. Not the leadoff hitter, the number 3 hitter, Jarren Duran.
Welcome to baseball in 2025, Joe.
It worked last night.
It worked. I like Roman Anthony leading off.
Nobody else can hit.
No, and he draws walks.
No one else can hit on the team.
He gets on base. You're the Trevor Story defender earlier? That was a surprise to me.
God, did you see he's fallen off the field?
Yeah.
McCarthy's been all over that one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Trevor Story is very good. He had a great couple weeks. The Red Sox desperately needed it, but Trevor Story, long term, even short term, 2 years. I don't know how much more Trevor Story has.
Hearing that Cotillo McAdams stuff has taken some wind out of ourselves. We're supposed to have a pizza party. We got Street Team Joe here. Intern Trey is here. We're back on at nights. Mike Cadlick's coming in. Luis is about to clean house. By the way, shout out to our friends over at Frank Pepe's Pizza. It's Street Team Joe's first time. Trey's first time. I think Mike Cadlick's never had it before. But, baby, during the break, it was very quiet. Did you hear me?
No, I didn't. You were so quiet.
It's so good.
It was like a migration to the kitchen as soon as the commercial started.
Shout out to our buddy Kevin over at Frank Pepe's. Feeding everybody tonight. Even brought salad. I wonder who that's for.
Do you think Cadlick's going to sprinkle that on top of the pizza?
That's actually how the conversation started. Do you make?
What was the exact question you asked?
Do you have a pizza that has lettuce on it? No.
I'm surprised they didn't hang up on you immediately.
No was the first answer. And then it was, just get a pizza and I'll throw a salad in. And I said, done. So, Mike Cadlick, you'll have your lettuce when you come in. Damn, it's good though, huh? We're not even an hour in. We're already 3 slices deep.
You got to pace yourself, Joe. We got 3 more hours to go.
Oh, boy. And Street Team Joe's telling me about this chicken Diavolo thing that he thought was buffalo. And now I don't know what it is. Now I need to go find out what it is. All right. Well, we're here all night, everybody. What's going on over at Patriots camp? We're going to talk to Mike Cadlick about it in the next hour. And also just wanted to mention this last night. We did a breakdown of the like the rookies and where we ranked them. Well, there's an under 25 roster list out there. We'll give you that and where the Patriots rank. All that coming up next. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
More Joe Murray coming up on the Sports Hub.
Murray research team is just really just putting it together tonight when it comes to Red Sox records and one-run games over the last couple of years. I'll give you those coming up in a bit. But to pay off the tease here, the under 25, ESPN came out with rankings of all NFL rosters by their under 25 talent. The Patriots, well, I don't know if you saw this, but they rank in the top 10. The Patriots are 7th in the NFL in talent under 25 years old. Blue chip players, Drake May, Christian Gonzalez, Will Campbell. And then it goes on to say, here's an up-and-coming collection of young talent, the all-new, all-different Patriots. May is very promising young quarterback and a talent that turns 23 on August 30th. He ranked 17th in QBR last season, despite subpar receiver and offensive line play. But young talent is here to save the offense. First-round rookie Campbell is 21 years old. Third-round rookie center Jared Wilson's 22. And at receiver, the Patriots have 22-year-old Kyle Williams. Plus, they got the kicker, Borregales, as well, who I think had a good day, and we'll ask Mike Cadlick that coming up in a bit. But of young players in the league, the Patriots rank 7th. I guess I'd have to really take a look at the rest of the league, but does this signal that their rebuild is on the right track? And traditional football, right? The most important positions are quarterback, left tackle, corner. Now, the other premium position I would bring up is pass rusher. Now, maybe they've developed it. Maybe they have the guy on their roster. We don't know about it yet. But I'm talking young player. They probably don't have an elite pass rusher. That's 25 run. Now, could Swinson be a nice little guy that in certain formations could get at the quarterback? Yes. And we don't know much. We haven't even watched a preseason game yet. But when you really look at the Patriots, if you want to talk about 25 and under, they've locked up 3 out of those 4 spots. So, yeah, the Pats are on the rise. We don't know what Will Campbell is yet. We'll find out what happened at camp. And Drake May still only won 1 game. And I brought this up last night, and, man, you should have heard people get pissed. But Christian Gonzalez played 4 games his rookie year and played 16 last year. And now he's hurt. So he's got to stay healthy. Drake May, we still have questions about that. And Will Campbell's never played a game. They got great pieces, great building blocks. It's just still a lot of what ifs when it comes to the Patriots. So that came out a little earlier today. Blue chip players, 25 and under. Last year, again, Drake May ranked 17th in QBR with a 58.6. I feel like that will go up this year with Josh McDaniels. I do. I feel like that goes up. All right, let's take a look at the headline. We'll get into more of the Patriots stuff as well. We got Frank Pepe's Pizza. Shout out to them. Thank you so much. If you haven't had it yet. Celebrated 100 years this year. So good. Wow, I might have to start taking some photos and send them out to you guys so you know exactly what we're talking about. Street Team Joe is saying OMG, OMG, OMG in our Slack channel because I have no clue what he's talking about.
You might want to take a look, Joe. This is something I was saving for in or out, but the Street Team Joe, it's a collaboration I think people have been looking forward to for a long time.
The world
has been looking forward to.
Let's hold out on
We'll
that.
hold on to that, but yeah, big teaser there.
I saw it now, and I'm interested. All right, Mike Cadlick's here, so somebody has to let him in. Thank you, Joe. We'll take a look at the headline here. I'm Joe Murray. You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub.
From the Dr. Tire Studios. WBZ FM and HD1.
It's not just the games. It's Toucher and Hardy, Zolak and Bertrand, Felger and Maz, Joe Murray. For Boston sports fans, it's 98.5, the Sports Hub.
Beasley Media Group Station.
Essential Sports Hub headline. Presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
All right, Red Sox and Twins, no score right now. Bottom of the first inning, but Lucas Giolito struggling. Runners on first and second with 2 outs, so we'll see how he does in this one. But he has struggled since the All-Star break and continues to struggle. Oh, no, it was a foul ball. That's Cody Clemens, right? Patriots back on the practice field today. Christian Gonzalez dealing with a hamstring injury. What else is going on? Anything at all? No. There's nothing going on. Headlines, they are brought to you by Eastern Mass's leader in drain cleaning and pipelining. Drains by James. Slow drain, clog drain. You need to contact Drains by James today at drainsbyjames.com. I'm Joe Murray, your next update in 30 minutes.
Boston's best sports talk. There's an app for that. Download the Sports Hub app for loads of stuff. Absolutely free. Connect with the shows, get podcasts, and more. Get it where you get your apps. Or at 985sportshub.com.
The Pats that I want to get into, but we're waiting for Mike Cadlick to come in. So I'll wait for that for a little bit. But I did want to bring this one up. You got something for me, guys? You put your headset on.
I was just going to say, it looks like we may be getting some more Patriots content at training camp tomorrow. It seems like one Kay Adams will be at Patriots training camp tomorrow. She's been doing a lot of sit-down interviews with stars of the league. I wonder if you get a little Drake May one-on-one tomorrow.
No, and why did she show? What did she tweet
She
out?
tweeted out. You'll like this, Joe. She tweeted out a picture of Mike's pastry.
I like Mike's, but I'm more of a modern guy. But yeah, she's in town. Hey, Kay, what's up, Kay? We got Frank Pepe's Pizza. Come on by. Mike Cadlick's in the building. There he is. I see him. Street Team Joe, serve him up something nice. Serve him up something. Did you see that pizza or what? All right. Well, he hasn't seen it yet. We'll just have a seat, and then we'll set you up in a minute. All right, the phone number here is 617-779-0985. There's pizza out there, too, if you want to look at some before we bring you in. But I did want to just read this real quick regarding Josh McDaniels and Drake May in the offense. How could I not? Of course, I have to do that today. Got to start there. But I saw this from Doug Guy to the Herald. It feels like Josh McDaniels will be more willing to unleash Drake May's full skill set this season. Something that we talked about earlier in the week. Is it something that they could do when it came to checkdowns? Could it take away from maybe some of his athleticism? Is it restricting him? Does it take away from what he does most? There was a lot of checkdowns at practice. A lot of short game stuff. The profit days that have been out there. And it is the same offense that Brady ran. It is the same offense that McDaniels has been running for years. But it was at least quoted that Josh has explained he wants to use the skill set and athleticism at the QB position to keep the defense on their heels. This is what Josh Dobbs said. And obviously it's situational. When we need it, we'll be able to pull it out and make plays with our legs. But outside of that, we'll make sure we're in the right play to pick defense apart. And definitely, we just want to have forward momentum every time we take the field. So Tuesday's practice featured Drake May completing a pass to wide receiver Stephon Diggs on a bootleg. And 2 plays later, May kept the ball on a read option. Dobbs went on to say that May is athletic. The entire QB room is athletic. And that's why it fits us well. And they talked about some of the tape from last year, the scrambles, making throws on the run, the type of arm strength he has. He's able to make plays outside of the scheme of the offense. I think we all bring that skill set to the offense, and that's what's really exciting. So just another thing that I watched on Forged in Foxborough was they wanted Drake May to keep the plays alive to be a passer, not just drop and become a runner. And although he has that type of skill set, this is what Dobbs is talking about here, is still having that athletic ability to keep the defense on their heels. So I like the bootleg stuff. I wonder if we see more of that. So we'll find out. In studio right now is Mike Cadlick. I'll bring you in. I was going to bring you in at 8:20, but you know what? I was going to let you go eat first. You can turn on his mic for me here, Skaz. Here we go. Well, there we go. Now say hi.
What's going on?
Hey, it's Mike
Look
Cadlick,
at that.
everybody.
In studio. I haven't done this since over a year.
You been here?
No, I'm in the other place.
Oh,
Across
you
the
went
street.
to Oh, God.
Across the street.
That
I haven't
place.
been in studio like this in a while.
Jeez.
It's like riding a bike.
It really is. Mike Cadlick of Sports Illustrated and of CLNS. We had your buddy Taylor Kyles on last night. I was asking
How'd
him.
that go?
Oh, great.
Good.
Well, the thing was, actually, real quick, is I mentioned whenever I think something's curious, I always say it's smelly.
Yeah, right.
Well, I brought up Christian Wilkins, and I said,
great.
Smelly. And he goes, "You're funny." And I go, I didn't know what, like, he's been tickling people.
Smelly feet.
But I wasn't going,
You weren't going that way?
No, I
You were
was just
going,
sticking with what I know.
Okay.
But I think he thought I was being cheeky, and he didn't want to go along.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
But at the same time,
What a wild story, though, huh?
but I wasn't trying to go there.
So what was smelly? What's smelly about it?
What's smelly is he got cut, and they're saying that he tickles people's toes. I don't believe that.
You think it's gambling related?
Oh, I don't know. You said it. I didn't.
Yeah, but you said it's smelly. That's
but
your
does
thing.
that mean it has to be gambling
I
related?
thought that's what you say when things are gambling related. Like
Everything's smelly.
Like these are they the Guardians pitchers now?
Yeah.
Blowing games? That's smelly.
First pitch, too. All balls. No, you can bet on that, right?
Yeah,
you can bet on the first pitch being a ball.
Right,
and
that's what they're doing. They're digging them in, like Jordan Hicks last night, just throwing them into the dirt.
Don't say that to me.
We're back.
I
that was
I'm going to say Jordan Hicks sucks.
Yeah, I almost wish he was doing it deliberately. Then I would feel better because that was. Thanks for bringing us back for that one.
Sure.
Got home from midnight last night, put the socks on, immediate loss. Brutal. By the time I turned the TV on, it was bases loaded, no outs.
What did Luke say on our walkout last night?
He was like, I can't wait to be driving home and get the notification that Jordan Hicks let up a walk-off. And that's basically what happened.
Literally what happened last night. Anyways, we have pizza from Frank Pepe's. Have you ever had Frank Pepe's before?
I have, actually.
Okay, good.
It's good stuff. It's good
and
stuff.
just so you know, Kevin, who runs the operation, I said, hey, do you make a pizza that has salad on it? And he goes, no. He goes, just get a pizza and I'll give you
Kevin's
a
got
salad.
to do that from now on.
So when we go out there, I'll give you a tour.
Put them together. Let's go. Did you try it?
I've
You're going to do it?
I'm not eating salad.
You're going
Are
to
you
do
kidding?
it.
No, I'm not.
Come on. Do you like Caesar salad?
No, I don't
Oh,
eat.
okay, well, then you're not going to like the pizza.
No, I love pizza. I'm not going to put lettuce on pizza. Then it becomes contaminated.
Are you a salad guy at all?
No, at all. No.
Okay.
No,
So then you're
I
not
eat
gonna like-
vegetables. I just don't like lettuce.
Okay.
I also don't really like raw vegetables. Like I love carrots. I don't want them cold.
Okay.
Now, you know, people get like they dip it in like
Yeah, like ranch, like the
I
crunch,
could
yeah.
do it. I just don't. I'd rather it hot.
Okay.
Just like broccoli, cold broccoli out.
I'm out on broccoli.
Oh, I love broccoli.
Broccoli's disgusting.
What about Brussels sprouts? Oh, God.
I'm really not. It's funny. We do the salad on pizza. I'm really not a vegetable guy.
So
lettuce,
do you
I
eat
like
pizza thinking it's healthy when you
No,
do that?
God, no. But Caesar salad, Caesar dressing, a little crunch with the lettuce, throw it on. It's like the crust is basically your croutons, and then you fold it up and make a nice piece of pizza.
So you know the Papagenos in Dedham, right?
Of course.
Okay. I used to work when I was a kid. I used to work at the Best Buy.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay. And so I used to go to Papagenos a lot on my break, and I would order like a meal, and then I'd say, "Can I get a side of Caesar dressing?" And they'd look at me funny.
What was the meal?
I'd get a Papa platter.
Okay.
Do you know what a Papa platter is?
No.
Oh. Does Street Team Joe know what a Papa platter is from Papagenos? It's a ziti with meatballs, raviolis. It's like a platter of pasta stuff.
We're not even going to touch Patriots. We're just going to do all.
No,
food
we will.
tonight, I think.
We will. I swear. That's why 8:20. I said
I like
you're
it.
here early, and
This is
I
good.
wanted you to eat first.
Well, where did I go? like driver's ed school when I was like 16, 15, whatever, in Dedham Square. So we used to walk over to D'Angelo's, the old one in Dedham Square.
Oh, yeah.
And we would get, two of my buddies, the whole week we got the same lunch. We went in, we got meatball subs with bacon and pickles on it. Delicious. It was good stuff. Are you a pickles guy?
So I like sliced pickles with a sandwich. I don't want pickles on my sandwich.
So you like it on the side?
Yeah, it's like Friendly's.
Sure,
if you ordered a meal at Friendly's, they give you a sliced pickle on the side. But
you don't like it on the side?
A meatball sub with pickles and what?
I put pickles on bacon. Bacon.
All right,
on
bacon.
The bacon on the meatball sub was good. Yep. 2 meats, Joe.
Did they ever do anything? Like, did they ever look at it funny?
I
Or
don't think so. I think we just ordered it online and picked it up.
Well, anyways, I used to dip my crusts.
Oh, okay.
In Caesar dressing.
That'll play. I think you would like the Caesar pizza.
I don't like lettuce, so I'm not gonna like you. No,
like you get a burger at a restaurant, no lettuce.
I don't. I can't eat. I can't eat it. Forget about. I won't eat it. If I eat lettuce, it's all water based. So therefore, it's coming out water front and back.
Sure. So you can't eat lettuce.
Do I need to explain?
No, I don't think so.
It's just something that I can imbibe.
It doesn't happen well.
And it's just water. It's water poop. Okay?
It's water poop. Okay.
Anyways, what were we talking about again? Let's take a break. Let's get caught up. I was talking about Josh McDaniels, and he's more willing to unleash Drake May's full skill set. We'll get Mike Cadlick's thought, who is down at training camp. Do you have people listening already right now? Being like, hey, I hear you on the. Okay. Well, we're on YouTube
Not yet,
as well.
anyway.
So if you want to see what Mike Cadlick looks like, it looks like he's got a little bit of a tan.
Training camp tan.
In on pickles, out on bread and butter pickles. What the hell? What are you guys eating?
Yeah, bread and butter pickles out. I like pickles,
They're
big pickles guy.
Wait,
but
what's bread and butter pickles?
They're like little. So they're usually on like burgers and stuff. I feel like sometimes they're like.
But they're not. The bread and butter one is not in the dill like base, if you will. Like the base is different, so it tastes gross. It doesn't.
Never heard
taste
of
like
that,
dill
Joe?
pickles.
No.
You gotta up your pickle game, man.
Bread and butter pickles? What the hell is that? Should I Google it?
There's a drop.
Bread and butter pickles?
It's a flavor of pickles.
Nope.
Out?
No, I've never seen it.
Oh.
No. By the way, I prefer a nice sliced dill over a circled pickle. Is that weird?
Like you don't want the whole thing?
I want it like a sliced pickle.
Yeah.
Spear.
Sure.
Over a circle.
I agree.
All right, well, thank you. I appreciate you agreeing.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to talk more Patriots. Give Mike Cadlick the tour here. He's in studio. I'm Joe Murray. You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray.
What do you think of the place?
Not bad. Good spot you got here.
It's a great spot.
Filled with pizza. Place is huge.
It's very big. We're the only ones here.
Yes.
Mike Cadlick, Sports Illustrated. You know what's funny? I looked up on baseball.com, on baseballreference.com, and you pop up doing videos randomly.
It's still up there. This happened last week. I'm doing some social content for Sports Illustrated, and we must have some. So it goes like, short form videos, goes on TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, etc. We must have some sort of connection with reference. And every time I put up a video, somehow it ends up on there too. So I had like 5-6 people text me, come up to me at Pat's camp, like, I'm looking for stats. All of a sudden your face pops up on Baseball Reference. So hey, we'll take it, right?
Hey, whatever gets your face out there.
Digital content, right?
That's
what
right.
we're here for.
All right. So I have a lot of Patriot stuff. And just so you know, I'm the guy that from afar tells you what I just see from like eyeballing things.
Sure.
So I'm not there every day. You are. It's easy to sit here in a chair and spout.
Spew.
Nonsense. Spout. For example, I brought up yesterday that could the Patriots have reservations on an extension with Christian Gonzalez because of his injury concerns?
Okay.
So I'll start there. What's the latest on Christian Gonzalez? And now that he's eligible for a contract extension next year, could the Patriots have their reservations because of his injury history?
So, long story short, actually, not long story short, let's go for it. Christian Gonzalez, in my opinion, there is no injury concern with him. 4 games into his rookie year, he falls on his shoulder, comes up lame, tears his labrum. Okay, he misses the season. Comes back last year, fully healthy, 2 interceptions, bunch of tackles, pass breakups, fumble recovery for a touchdown, earned second-team All-Pro honors. And then the other day, pulls his hamstring, which I think that's what it is. I spoke to someone today, before Jordan Schultz came out, actually, was told that he will be ready for Week 1. No questions asked. They're not concerned about his availability for Week 1. So, should they have reservations about his injury history? I would say no. I think you fall on your shoulder, that happens. That's an injury, right? This year, you pull a ham. Like, guys pull hammies. Guys come up lame. Muscles will go. I don't think that's a recurrent. I don't think 2 injuries in over 3 seasons is necessarily recurring because, A, the first one was bad. This is a nothing burger to me. He pulled his hammy. Oh, no. That happens in camp all the time. I would still pay him. He's one of the best cornerbacks in football. He's sticky in coverage. He's bulked up this season. You said you haven't been down there. I know you might come down, or you came down at some point last year on the weekend.
I'll be down there some weekend.
Yeah, good. You'll see it. He's bulked up. He's muscled up. He's going to be not only a cover corner, but he's going to be able to potentially knock some heads this year too. I'm not worried. I would give him the extension once he's eligible.
Do you think, again, could the injuries deter them from a $25 to $30 million a year contract?
As of right now, no. If this continues this season, I would say yes. If he, continues to end up, he ends up with a soft tissue injury, or he goes down with another shoulder, or the hammy doesn't get healthy the way he wants it to for the season, and he ends up missing games down the stretch for a team that, in all likelihood, will at least be in it down the stretch run of this season. If he's hindered, then I would say you at least have to think about it. But as of right now, with what he's gone through so far, I think he's going to... I wouldn't be surprised if he's back in practice towards the end of this week next week. I don't think it's going to be that severe. Now, we'll see what happens. But no, I don't think they should have reservations right now. It'll depend on how the rest of the year goes.
Soft tissue, you said it. Wasn't that something Mike Vrabel mentioned this year about doesn't really want to lean on players with those type of nagging injuries?
Yeah, I don't remember the exact quote. It had to do with something when he was in Tennessee where guys who have a hard time coming back from that soft tissue stuff can... again, I don't remember it exactly, but he basically doesn't mess around with it or didn't want to mess around with it at some point. But it... Again, I'm not as concerned. Are you concerned with Gonzalez, or are you more so just asking the question?
I'm wondering if the Patriots look at it as they can save on the deal because of the injuries.
I just don't think you do that with a guy like Gonzalez.
I think they can do that.
Right.
They need to show the league they'll spend money.
Mm-hmm. Especially with the way it's going now. Stingley got paid. Sauce Gardner goes up last week. The number's only getting greater, so I think you don't wait on it. I think
look at tackles this week. You got
the
Slater,
Raymond
right?
kid from
there you
Indy.
go.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's 2 now.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're going to start thinking of Will Campbell when that happens.
Right.
It's only going to go up.
And they're going to have to probably do it with Drake May, too, because that's another whole recipe with the quarterback.
That's why I think they will pay him the money, because they'll have Drake May and Will Campbell under rookie deals.
Mm-hmm.
Front load the money, right?
Yeah.
Front load the money, so when they're all getting paid at once. It was kind of funny. I was just talking about this list ESPN brought out earlier about ranking the teams that are 25 and under, and where the Patriots rank, and they're 7th. But if you think about it, they have a quarterback, a tackle, left tackle, and a corner. 3 prime positions. The only position they're missing for someone under 25, pass rusher.
Right. And I think that's where they go is ASAP next season is pass rush. Because, and I don't know what the class looks like exactly. I admittedly, at the beginning of the season, haven't got into next year's draft class just yet. But I do think that is sort of the missing piece of like a true core of this team. All those guys in that class right now. Now Christian Barmore's young. Is he 25? Was he on that list, or is he over the age?
You know what's funny? Borregales was on that list.
Okay.
I don't know if he. No, I actually didn't.
I don't
see
even.
Barmore.
He might be older than 25. I don't know off the top of my head. But no, that the pass rush is going to be fascinating, because even a guy like Harold Landry comes in this year. He, an aging veteran. Keon White is someone who could kind of pop there and potentially help that pass rush. But like a true young, developmental, every down guy who can wreak havoc is something that this defense is going to need, not just this year, but moving forward in the future. Because like you said, it's not just about this year. This class of young 25 and under guys is what's going to hopefully propel this team going forward.
Just to give you a look, Clemson has 2 studs, one on the line, Peter Woods, and then one on the outside, TJ Parker. That kid is going to be the top. Caleb Downs is another kid. But he's more of a safety, I would say. But anyways, just to give you the names ahead, I'm already looking at next season when it comes to this season.
You got a whole 18 games left ahead of us.
Well, no, I'm talking about college football. Yeah, college football.
17.
Some of the guys don't even have to play, by the way, and they still get drafted.
Keyshawn Booty, I think, was one of those guys, wasn't? Oh no, it was Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase. It was
Chase
Jamar
did
Chase.
that, yeah.
Mike Cadlick's in studio, everybody. If you want to talk to him, 617-779-0985. If you have any Patriots camp questions. Are you down there? Is there anything you saw? Is there anything you want to ask Mike? Now is the time to do so. We're on YouTube, so this is what you look like. I don't know if you can see
look at
yourself.
That.
There's
look at that
you.
guy. Not bad.
So you're on one of those cameras. I can't tell which one.
Zoom in on this mug
That you're on, but you've brought in.
I've made it.
You've brought in 81 people to our chat.
Not too
tonight.
bad.
So you're like Hulk Hogan. You're bringing in the show.
Not a wrestling guy.
I
know you and Chrissy C are wrestling guys, but
that's right.
I can't do it.
Yes. So for those that don't know, your cousin is Kate, right?
Yes.
And Kate married Chris.
Right.
There we go.
Yep.
So
my wife is also Kate.
That's right.
So me and Chris have both married Kate.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And you went to Dedham High.
I did.
And I'm from Hyde Park, but you're younger than me. But we've crossed paths with the same people.
Yep.
And now you're in sports radio, and I'm in sports radio.
Together in the studio.
We are here eating pizza.
As one.
as Skaz. And Street Team Joe's just laughing his ass off back there. Do you know anything about Street Team Joe?
No, it was the first time I met him out of the elevator.
You've never listened to have you listened to anything?
Yeah, I've listened to you and Skaz a lot. I've heard of Street Team Joe.
Oh, he's heard of you.
I'm not too familiar, but
Street Team Joe works on the street team.
I figured that's the case.
But he's learning production.
Okay.
And Trey...
That's the way to do it. That's the way to get in.
Trey goes to BU, and he's smarter than all of us. All right? He's way smarter than all of us.
Undergrad at BU?
And guess what? Guess what he runs? What do you think he runs a 40-yard dash in? He's a Division I lacrosse player. Look at him.
4, 5, 6.
He looks like Jimmy Butler from afar, doesn't he? Does anybody see it? Can you see it right now? I see it.
Trey just said he gets that a lot.
Oh my God! You looked right now. I don't know what it was, but it just popped in my head. He looks. You know the meme of Jimmy Butler looking at the sheet. You know, when he's like always looking. That's what he looked like just now to me. But anyways, he runs a 4.540.
So why don't they get mics? Milliken's back there, and he's got a mic. Oh, good. He just doesn't want to talk.
No, Trey.
Come on, Trey.
Pop him up.
The only problem is he can't hear you guys.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Pot his mic up. Trey, tell him how fast you can run the 40-yard dash Flex on some of your stats. Go ahead. Flex. How many goals do you have this year? Flex.
I don't know. What did you say?
How many goals?
How many goals this year?
No goals for me. Didn't play a ton.
Okay.
You attack?
No. I play D-midi now.
Oh, okay.
Okay. What's he run the 40 in?
What's my what? Sorry. 4-5-ish.
Ooh.
Ish.
That was my guess. I said 4-5-6.
Ish. Did you play football?
Did not play football.
And what other sport did you play? Hoops, right?
Yeah, I'm a basketball guy.
All right. Can
Jimmy
you
Butler?
dunk? Can you dunk?
I'm up there.
Yeah. What does that mean? I'm up there.
Not exactly, but
See, that
You
means
can dunk a tennis ball.
That you're being
yeah, I
humble.
can dunk a tennis ball.
He's being humble.
I like it.
He's being humble. All right. Well, this guy played quarterback. Did you know that?
Did not know that.
Division III was glorified high school.
What was your
football.
40-yard dash?
Well, I don't even think I ever timed one.
Oh, I was 5'1".
When?
1999.
That'll be a good social reaction.
2000.
Okay.
It'd probably be a 6'5".
You ran a 5'1"?
Yeah, in high school. Dude, I could move.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I got to see that. What,
Yeah,
what do you think you
the
can do
guys,
now?
like, I could move back in the day.
You guys need a Joe Show combine.
No, I'm not running anymore.
But you could do like the bench press and stuff.
Not doing any of that anymore. I'll coach.
Coach.
This is why I'm now in the radio, because I'm done.
What if
it's over?
What about like hot dog eating? Did you cover Chestnut this year?
So when I worked at 1510 The Zone, Eddie Endelman was still doing his hot dog safaris, and I partake, and we broadcasted them. I've already had 5 slices of pizza in an hour. Okay,
sure.
Frank Pepe's
good stuff.
Street Team Joe goes, "Hey, do they cut their slices into 9 or 10 pieces?" So I've had 5 already.
I think the Joes combined are in double digits at this point, if I had to go out on a limb.
I like it. I couldn't find the salad. We got to put the salad on the pizza. They hid the salad.
I told him to put it in the fridge.
No,
there we go.
He did. No, but Skaz was trying to just keep it, so it's
Keep
fresh.
it cool. Nice.
Exactly.
Skaz is taking good care of us.
I knew it wasn't going to get touched if it was left out there. So
Well, Skaz used to run back in the day, right?
yeah, I mean, high school, I was, yeah.
What was your 40?
I was a distance guy, yeah. Not a 40 guy.
You ran a marathon?
No, certainly not. I was like mile, 2 mile. It was like 450 mile back in the day.
A 450 mile?
Yeah,
that's good stuff.
But nobody cares about that, Joe. Nobody gives a crap.
Well, no, I mean,
are we dropping off
listen,
listeners
I'm
yet on
dropping
YouTube?
stats from 25 years ago. It counts, baby.
I got to see that 5-1-40.
It was a long time ago. Did score a touchdown on Thanksgiving Day against the other team, and they were pissed. Anyways, just to get into this one, because I teased it. See this article today by Doug Codd, friend of the show. Josh McDaniels incorporating QB athleticism into Patriots offense.
Oh, yeah.
What are you seeing?
From the quarterback?
Yeah, like, are you seeing bootlegs? Are you seeing any motion? Are you seeing Drake May? I saw on Forged in Foxborough that he is really trying to hold the ball a little bit more to be a passer. Mm-hmm. Is that evident?
100%. And I think the other evident thing with his sort of evolution, even from the spring in this offense, is that he's yet to turn the football over in a training camp practice. And there was an OTA session back in May when May turned the ball over 4 times. 4 interceptions, 4 bad throws, 4 bad decisions. And then we come in last week, and one of the training camp practices they had last, I want to say it was Thursday, all they did was short throws and checkdowns. Catch the ball, get it out, and go. Work through your progression, find your check down, and they were not forcing the football down the field, and they didn't allow him, essentially, to put the ball in harm's way. And since then, they've built on it, obviously, got to the intermediate, got into the deeper progressions of the offense, and I think that's clearly helped him learn to, protect the football. Like you said, stay active as a passer, even when you're breaking the pocket. And we saw that, and I'm sure we'll talk about the receivers in a little bit, so I don't want to go too deep into what Demario Douglas has looked like, but there was that play last week, and it was posted on Patriots Social, where May rolls out to the right, he keeps the play alive, and finds Demario Douglas streaking down the sideline for a touchdown. A year ago, he might have tried to run the football and only get 10 yards and also put himself in harm's way. So I do think that we're seeing that from May. I think today was a goal line session. There was a lot of quarterback run action down there. Now, they didn't really ultimately cross the goal line, and they haven't essentially implemented that just yet entirely, But Josh Dobbs spoke after practice and said that once they're down there, the guys can smell the end zone and the quarterbacks want to score. Drake May was a runner. I think he had 4 rushing touchdowns last year. So they're definitely going to – I don't think it's going to be like Cam Newton's Patriots where he was running the football all around the field and he was essentially their goal line running back. I don't think it's going to be that crazy. But he's going to run the football a lot this year, and it's probably going to bode well for them.
Okay, let's save that. I have concerns about that.
Okay.
And I think we all should be concerned about that.
Got to slide.
Yes. Are they doing any of that?
He slid the other day a couple times.
Slip and slide?
They haven't done that much, but there was a play where he broke the pocket and did not stay as a passer. And
Was it
ran
like in baseball when you put the leg under the leg slide?
Yeah, it was a full slide.
Okay.
Yeah. Looked good.
I like that. I wonder if he's been working on that.
I'm sure.
Still waiting on that MRI on the knee last year. Heard that. I'm still waiting to hear about that one. Anyways, we'll hit the headline here. Mike Cadlick's in studio, everybody. He's been down at camp. People are calling in. They want to talk to you, and we want to eat pizza. So you're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Sports Hub.
CLNS. Where'd you go?
Went to talk to some of the friends, then I used the restroom. You need a pass for everything around here, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You got to buzz into everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, had a conversation with our friend Trey, talking about BU. Talked to Joe, street team.
Mm-hmm.
So his name's Street Team Joe because he works on the street team. I got that right. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yep. Genius.
Well, it was genius, right, Skaz?
Who thought of that one?
Very creative show. No one's ever said that.
Like,
anything opposed.
We've had an intern, Joe, who got a job. Did you see that?
And he's intern Joe.
He's intern
That's,
Joe.
that's what I know him as.
Yeah, intern
because
Joe.
it was an intern.
Because there's also street team Joe.
Intern Joe works on the street team, but he is not
That's-
street team
hold
Joe.
What's Joe? And you're Joe Murray.
So, I'm the Joe Show.
You're Joe Murray. Okay.
No, I'm the Joe Show.
Joe Show. Street Team Joe. Intern Joe.
Yeah.
All right. All checks out.
Do we have any other Joes? I can't remember anymore. This is Jim Murray, and he goes by
That's
Big.
not a Joe.
He goes by Big Jim. But then if you look at the both of us,
Right. Well, he's tall, no?
he's 6'4", I'm 6'3".
Okay. So you would
He's
still
tall.
be.
But I guess what I'm saying, people, it's confusing.
It is confusing.
It's very confusing.
I'm lost.
So I just want to be Joe Show.
Just Joe
the
Show?
Joe Show.
The Joe Show.
Just to.
This should be called the Joe. Well, it is the Joe
It's
Murray
the
Show.
Joe.
Right?
I didn't call it that.
Did you have any input?
We didn't self-proclaim bankroll boys. That was just
Really?
No,
You guys
we
didn't make-
didn't. No, people called us that.
Huh.
We were not. Yeah,
How was Dan?
he's doing a new podcast.
I just saw that. Good for him.
He's doing the Boston Handicappers Network.
Julian, right? Do I have that right?
Edlo
Yeah, Edla.
and Chris Thurston.
Nice.
We had them on last week
Oh, no way.
in studio. All of them.
Oh.
We're all on the under 8.5 for the Patriots.
Are you really? All of them were too?
Everybody.
What's your record prediction? Like if you had to guess how many games are they going to win? Is it 8 or is it lower?
The opener was 7.5. So I always look at opening lines or look ahead lines. Right? You got to start there, and then what's it the day of? It went 7.5 to 8.5. So to me, since it's gotten bet up so much, I think they win 7 games. They're favored in 11. So that's a little disconnect for me. Like they're favored in 11, but the win total's only 7.5 or 8.5. Like there's a little. And the other thing is that, maybe you've heard this a lot lately, but the other teams think that you're the 50-50 game. Like we look at teams as, oh, that's winnable. They look at the Patriots as winnable.
Right. Win.
So I think I'll be honest with you. I wasn't truly in on the Mike Vrabel hire.
Really? You're Ben Johnson guy?
Yeah, I was. And well, the jury's still out.
Sure.
But as far as a building block guy, I think Vrabel's right. As far as showing guys how to do things again, right? It's a low bar. It really is. Like, think about
But
the
they
teams
needed it so bad.
I know, but it's so low bar. And, it's just that to have expectations from low bars is just, for me, I'm on the under, but the schedule is super favorable. Super favorable.
Yeah, it is. They're in a last place schedule. There's winnable games littered all over.
But they don't win at home. They have to start winning games at home. 16-36 is their record at home in the non-Tom Brady era.
Yeah, that's not good enough.
They
You
used
gotta do
to
it.
never lose at home.
And that's what I think Vrabel, that's one of the things he said was we want to win divisions, we want to win playoff games in this building, and then we want to win Super Bowls. And I think that's one of the, and it's any coach's desire to win football games at home, obviously. But I think that he wants to, as much as he's trying to. He had the interview with Felger in the offseason saying, "I'm not a Bill Belichick, for lack
Disciple
of I'm not a
or
disciple,"
whatever. Yeah.
but he still wants to defend the wall, if you will, and look at those banners and say, "This is what this team was. Don't be the laughingstock that it's been for the last 4 years." And I think he wants to bring that type of culture back in a different way, in a new age way. And I think that they did need that, right? I don't think they could have gone with a Ben Johnson who has never done it before, who is a specialist, if you will, on the offensive side of the ball. He's never really garnered a room. He's never hired assistant coaches. He's never had to write an entire practice script on offense and defense. He's never had to rely on a defensive coordinator, an offensive coordinator under him, and run an entire franchise. Mike Vrabel has. Now, it clearly petered out down the stretch when he was in Tennessee for some reasons that weren't his own, but he'd done it before. And I think that he is starting to, yes, it's a low bar to build a culture, but you even see it at practice over the last week and a half, how much better run the entire program is because of him, because he's done it before, because there's assistant coaches who have done it before, and it's a lot more encouraging. And I think if it was Ben Johnson, I don't think we'd be saying the same thing. And now maybe Drake May would be having more highlight reel practices. And like you said, the jury's still out, but I do think ultimately Vrabel's the right hire, and I think that they're on the right trajectory.
I think they needed this right now. I am wondering about the floor and the ceiling with Vrabel. It's still on the table. But for this off season and everything that they needed to institute right now, he looks like the right guy. I'll agree with that. But I want to see the floor. Where is it? And is there a ceiling with Vrabel? His ceiling probably was the AFC Championship game. Can he be better than that? And I don't know.
Right.
Having Derrick Henry helped. He didn't have a quarterback then. Does he have a quarterback now? And that's what our next caller wants to ask John in Bridgewater. John, you're on the Sports Hub with Mike Cadlick.
Joe, I love the show. The Joe Show is the best show. I watched Drake May throw 3 picks to a bunch of 8-year-olds at his camp, but he hasn't thrown a pick since. So I think he might have got that out of his way. And then Will Campbell's short arms and narrow shoulders, could that be like a advantage because nobody can get their hands on him?
Thoughts on Will Campbell's arms, Mike Cadlick?
So I don't think short arms is going to be an advantage at left tackle by any means. That's pretty blasphemous. But I haven't seen it be an issue yet over the first 2 days in pads. He's not being completely blown off the edge by guys like Keon White and Harold Landry. Landry's been lined up more on Morgan Moses, who he kind of has sped right by Moses a couple of days. We'll get to the rest of them later. But I haven't seen the issues with Campbell's arms yet. Now, they're small. And I heard Felger and Maz the other day, Jim Murray said he looks like Grimace, how he just looks like a triangle. And
You're a Felger and Maz listener?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Guilty as charged. Maz said he looks like a buoy.
Oh.
He's got short shoulders. He's got short arms. That's what he is. But they're putting him at left tackle. They haven't moved him yet. He's been the starting left tackle since he came in, and he's looked serviceable so far. He's had a couple good one-on-one reps against Keon White. He's had a couple good 11-on-11 reps against Keon White. Keon White is a high-end NFL caliber pass rusher and defender, and Will Campbell's holding his own against him over the first 2 weeks of practice. I think that's promising. He's also had some wins in the run game, down blocks on guys like Milton Williams, which is good I would say a good one to note. And we haven't seen the arm length be a detriment yet. Now it's early, 2 days in pads. So far, again, I don't think it's better for him, but I don't see it being a problem just yet.
So when you look at his arms, do you notice that they're not the size of other tackles?
Yeah,
like
definitely.
DeMontre Jacobs.
Yeah, no,
you can tell.
You can tell he has short arms and narrow shoulders. It's noticeable when he's out on the field.
Does he look bottom heavy compared to top heavy? Is that
like a buoy?
So you're saying he looks like a buoy?
He does. He does look like a buoy.
Do you think he can be a tackle?
I do. I think he can be a serviceable tackle.
Serviceable.
Yeah.
With the number 4 overall pick, like DeBrickashaw Ferguson was a number 4 overall pick, right? Who's the guy? Lane Johnson.
Right. 99 Clinton
Does he look like that?
No, God, no. As far as look like it, the size of him? Absolutely not.
Is there a comp that you have? Forget about left tackle. Is there a comp you have for Will Campbell that you've seen maybe with the Patriots in the past?
I would comp him size-wise and potential ability. I mean, look at a guy like Rashawn Slater, who just got paid. He's got short arms. He's got narrow shoulders. He's made it work so far in the NFL at the tackle position and just got paid for it. So I think it's possible. Now, you need to have the work ethic. You need to have the strength. You need to have the ability to play the tackle fundamentally at an elite level to be able to do it with the short arms. And I think Will Campbell has all that. He has all the intangibles. We just have to see it. And again, it's only been 2 days in pads. It's only been a week and change at practice, but I haven't seen him get run by where he's reaching for a guy and can't get to the outside and protect Drake May. So
someone in our chat asked, "Have you ever seen him tie his shoes?"
I have not personally seen Will Campbell tie his shoes.
But you are saying that observing, you can see the arm length is not there.
You can see the arm length not there, but you can't see the arm length being a detriment to his play yet.
Okay.
Like he looks like he doesn't look like a bowling ball left tackle that you've seen in the NFL before. That's just not his size, but it's still the position he plays, and it hasn't been a bad thing so far.
Yeah. Someone mentioned in the chat it bothers him that one guy had short arms and worked out, so now Will is worth the 4th pick. It's not dumb, because there is a history of guys drafted 4th overall who play tackle who are stars.
Right.
I think Campbell was a hell of a college player. Guys like him generally kind of transition into inside guards. That's just a fact.
Right.
The Patriots see him as a tackle. Doug Marrone, say whatever you want about him as a head coach. The guy knows a little something about offensive line.
100%.
They believe that he's a tackle. I'm going to believe he's a tackle. But if it doesn't work out, I'm going to question it. But as of right now, all I can say is, from everything we've seen and the people that are down there, he's not Lane Johnson, right? He's not Williams with the 49ers, right?
Well, not yet.
No, but but arm.
Oh, size wise, no, of course
he's not.
We knew
those
that
guys.
but they knew that before they
those
drafted
guys
him.
were clear cut top 5 picks.
But they knew that he wasn't that. His arms weren't that length before they drafted him.
My point is, I watch a lot of college football. A year ago, Will Campbell wouldn't have been a top 5 pick. He would not have been a top 5 pick in last year's draft. That's a fact. Fact.
Were there tackles drafted? I can't remember.
I'll look it up, but
Yeah,
no,
right.
he was not a top 5 pick a year ago. He was not.
He had a good year. He made it.
Actually, thought he had a worse year this year than last year, but he's a mauler as a run blocker.
Right.
And maybe that's where he'll exceed.
Would you like the top 5 picks from last year?
Please, Kaz.
Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Drake May, Marvin Harrison Jr., Joe Alt was 5th.
Joe Alt.
That's
him.
a tackle.
He's pretty good, huh?
Hey, he was
Remember
all
the
right
Patriots
last
were
year.
considering that one?
You would have taken him over Drake May?
No.
Don't do this.
No.
Don't do this. I'm going to have to stand.
No.
Come on.
That's the pizza talking. They were going to take whatever quarterback fell.
Yeah, of course.
But Joe Alt was a discussion.
Yeah.
Don't let it not.
No,
Hey,
it was.
By the way, that class, Jonathan Kraft wasn't going to allow a quarterback not to be drafted there. It would have been malpractice for the organization to not take a quarterback there. All I'm trying to say is that Bill Belichick probably would have taken the tackle.
Even the way he was out on Mac Jones.
He loved Jaden Daniels. You got to admit that one.
Oh, yeah.
He loved him.
Mm-hmm.
He's been on him since when
he was at Arizona
left
State.
area. Exactly.
With Herm, yeah.
He also loved N'Keal Harry, too.
He did. Good Sun Devils.
All right, listen. Usually at this time every night we do in or out. So you want to do in or out?
Hell
Lance?
yeah.
All right. What'd you say?
Heck yeah.
Oh, heck. No, you can say hell yeah.
Oh, you can?
What, at the other station you couldn't do that?
I thought he dropped you for hell earlier.
What? He's dropped me for a lot else.
I've not dropped Joe tonight. Not tonight.
Oh, all right. All right, good.
No, not tonight.
Hell yeah.
So wait, at the other station they do that?
What?
You can't say hell?
No, I thought earlier he dropped you for hell.
Oh, no.
So I said hell.
I say ass and all sorts of stuff.
I haven't been in studio. I did get dropped a couple times over there.
I think I remember we had you on and you swore.
Oh, you're probably
Remember?
right, actually. Yeah.
I believe that is correct,
Yeah.
yes. Not the first guest to swear, not the last
You're not
guest
going to
to
be the
swear.
you're not going to be the last one either. Is this place better than the last place?
I plead the fifth.
Get out of here. What are you trying to ride the
Yeah, of course. You kidding me? Come on. You kidding me?
I guess all right. Well, let's do in or out next. Mike Cadlick is in studio, and this hour of the Sports Hub has been brought to you by our good friends over at Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Don't put off losing weight this summer. Reach your goal during the easiest season for weight loss. Awaken 180, the official weight loss program of summer. We got in or out. Coming up next, we're having a pizza party, everybody. It's 98.5 the Sports Hub.
What's it gonna be, McFly? Are you in or out?
Carter and Hardy, Zolak and Bertrand, Felger and Maz, Joe Murray. For Boston sports fans, it's 98.5, the Sports Hub. Paisley Media Group Station. Essential Sports Hub headline, presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
All right, Red Sox and Twins, middle of the fifth inning over in Minnesota. Red Sox have a 5-0 lead. At the moment, Roman Anthony got things started with an RBI single. Alex Bregman with a 2 RBI double. Trevor Story went deep in this one, and wow, even deeper when Jared Duran, 446 feet. 5-0 right now. Lucas Giolito's on the mound. 4 innings, 2 hits. Does have 3 strikeouts. Only 48 pitches. The Twins started a guy who never started before, and well, he got knocked around. So he's out. And Patriots camp continued today. We did get an update on Christian Gonzalez. It is a hamstring injury, according to multiple reports. Nothing to see here. Should be ready to go week 1, but no timetable has been set. Headlines, they are brought to you by John Sewer and Drain Cleaning with over 50 trucks on the road. Because your clogged drain is their emergency, go to johnsewer.com. I'm Joe Murray. Your next update is in 30 minutes.
Here we go.
Boom. I win.
Kaboom.
Yeah.
It's a buddy.
We've got a passion for Boston sports.
Get angry.
98.5 The Sports Hub.
Are you in or out? Gotta know without a doubt. I'm the one you need for a dirty deed. I'm the best. Success is guaranteed.
That it's, the MLB, they have the pitch clock. They're trying this ABS thing, but the Bananas, the way they do it, they get the kids involved. Everyone comes to the ballpark. They're selling out like football stadiums.
All right, we'll head to the NHL for this next one. A little bit of Bruins news today, if you want to call it that. This is from Steve Conroy of the Herald. He says McAvoy and Pastrnak will both be wearing A's this season, he believes. Are we in or out on no captain with 2 alternates with McAvoy and Pastrnak?
In.
You need a captain. Out. You need 1 leader. Can't have 2 guys. What if they go head to head? Who do you go with? Locker room split? I kind of cut you off there.
Do you know who that? No, you didn't cut me off at all. Go ahead. You got to take. You say, yeah, out. You're out.
Yeah, I'm out.
You're out on the 2 A's.
They need 1 captain. You need 1 person, 1 North Star in the organization to go to.
They had one last year.
They did.
He sucked.
Brad?
Brad was an awful captain. Then they traded him, and he won a Stanley Cup.
They put him in his place in Florida.
So, therefore, he was a bad captain in Boston, a good rat everywhere else. They don't need a captain. Eventually, they will.
If you had to choose, who would it be?
It'd be Pastrnak.
Okay.
Pastrnak showed something last year. The team stunk. He played every night. Played hurt. Played physical. Played defense.
So why not name him the captain?
Because make him earn it.
You don't think he earned it last year? With what you just said?
I don't want a 1-year thing to be... It's the first year he's truly played full hockey. What I mean by full hockey is 2-way hockey.
Sure.
And still a little suspect on the defense at times, but
he tried. Gave it his all.
The Bruins should have a competition of who the captain should be. By the way, who's the captain of the Celtics? Who's the captain of the Red Sox? Who's the captain of these other teams? Is there even captains anymore?
I believe they call Carlos Narvaez the captain.
They do.
I believe that. I don't know if that's just his nickname, but he's the captain.
El Capitan?
Yeah.
I think it's got to do with the whole catcher thing, Veritex there. I mean, he's only a rookie. There's no way he's actually their captain, but he's nicknamed the captain.
Sure.
Patriots they don't have him yet. They have captains.
Hunter Henry's a captain.
Hunter Henry's a captain. I'm sure Drake May will be
Pepper's
a
captain.
He was. Got into a little trouble, and they took it from him. But he's been leading a lot this offseason. Maybe he'll be a captain this year. Celtics.
No.
Was Marcus Smart a captain?
No.
But was he the captain?
No.
I think if you asked Marcus Smart, he would tell you that he was the captain.
I think so, too. And Jaylen Brown would probably tell you he was the captain. Jason Tatum would say, I don't care. I'm just going to go score and be the best player in basketball.
Correct. We'll hear from Jaylen Brown later on in the show. Next.
All right, gentlemen. The WWE, often a fixture on In or Out. WWE Unreal came out earlier today. unprecedented look behind the scenes of the WWE, showing moments after WrestleMania, breaking kayfabe. Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
Big time break of kayfabe. Maybe too much behind the curtain. Joe Murray, are you in or out on WWE Unreal?
Just like the old timers in baseball feel estranged from the new league, all the old time wrestlers hate this because it's pulling back the curtain.
Seems like even Cena is kind of out on it from the little clips I've seen.
But Cena's at least open to the ideas, right? He sat there while CM Punk showed that CM Punk basically produced why he should lose a match. I'm kind of in on that because in Hulk Hogan's time, Hogan had the creative control, and therefore he was always getting over. Just like Ozzy died, and then Hogan had to die, and he couldn't even let Ozzy get over.
Not wrong. That's how it happened. In that order. Not a wrestling guy. So maybe I'm in. I'll watch it, learn more about it behind the scenes. What's it on?
It's like a Forged in Foxborough, but telling you how they come up with the creative finishes. Again, wrestling is sports entertainment with choreograph.
Yeah. It's like the Savannah Bananas.
It's predetermined.
Right.
But don't you want to know how they came up with the writing?
I do, and I also want to know how they do the performance. I mean, they're still throwing each other around in the ring.
They work it out.
Yeah.
They discuss it. Hey, here, there. They talk too.
Yeah. But even like jumping off the ropes and slamming guys down like that, you're still really, even though it's
some of it's improv too. I'm going to hit you in the head with a chair.
Yeah.
Be ready. Okay. Here comes the chair shot.
And then they change the camera and what have you. And yeah, but okay. I guess I'll be in.
Next.
All right. Sticking with the WWE theme, The Rock, in a recent interview, said the final boss heel turn is the greatest heel turn in pro wrestling history. Are we in or out?
It's Hulk Hogan, without a doubt. When Hulk Hogan turned on WCW and created the New World Order, it's the greatest heel turn of all time.
Wasn't there a recent heel turn in wrestling?
Yeah, John Cena.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. I'll take that one. I think that one's the best because that's the only one I know about.
Hogan's was better. You're not a wrestling guy.
No, I'm also not a Dwayne The Rock Johnson guy, to be quite honest.
Me neither.
I can't stand him.
Not a good actor.
And that thing he did at the Super Bowl a couple years ago, do you remember that?
I forgot about it until you just said that, but yes.
He made it all about him. They went to him.
It was right before the game, right?
It was so weird. Yeah. On the field, the people were looking at him like, what is this guy doing?
Because it was like was it the Chargers
yes,
new stadium?
It was at the LA one, yeah.
Very weird.
And you're right, not a good actor.
Who's the best wrestling actor?
I mean, I'll go with Cena.
Yeah, it's Cena or Batista. Those are the only two.
Okay.
Unless there's like some older guy that I'm not thinking of. But to the big item of the night, something that stopped Street Team Joe in his tracks, almost halted the entire show. A collaboration the country, the world, the universe has been waiting for. Oreo and Reese's have announced they are collaborating. America's #1 cookie and America's #1 candy as they're selling the collaboration. Starting August 18th, cups and cookies will be available. So it is a Oreo cookies on the outside, Reese's peanut butter filling on the inside, and then the cups are milk chocolate and white cream on the top with peanut butter cups with Oreo cookie crumbs in the middle. Gentlemen, are we in or out on this historic collaboration?
1,000% in. That's unbelievable. Oreo, the best cookie out there. The best ice cream flavor out there. Reese's, close second. I'll take it. Putting them together, you have a peanut butter Oreo ice cream. You have peanut butter Oreo. That's the good stuff right there. I think we've been waiting on this for a long time. Something's stewing in that brain of Joe Marius here. I got to hear what he has to say.
But
good. Okay.
I have a big. This is a big one.
You didn't seem happy about it.
I need to know something before we get into this. I can eat a sleeve of Oreos blind.
Blindfolded.
Like if you could just put it right here, and you know how it has that little peel back?
Yeah.
I got to peel it all the way.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, because if I peel it a little bit, I just keep sneaking them.
You're taking the top off that thing, Joe.
That thing's
You're popping the top.
Yeah.
I'm popping the top. You're right. But here's the question. Can you dip it in milk?
Yes.
Like, are you?
Who is stopping you?
Yeah, like, are you allowed to? Is that what you're?
Still have the squishy, tasty, softy texture?
It's still the Oreo like cookies, Joe.
No. I need to know about the middle.
I think peanut butter is going to be, even better. Maybe.
We don't know.
There's only one way to find out.
Yeah, you don't know until you.
So I'm in, but I have questions.
I wish I had more answers for you.
No, for real.
You didn't get us a pack? Come on.
August 18th.
Okay.
We'll have Street Team Joe camp out.
Yeah, we really will have Street Team Joe.
He'll treat it like an old Call of Duty GameStop
Yes.
release where he's camped outside.
No, for real though. I'm in on this. This is Lord's greatest creation. Okay. What about dipping it in milk? I'm just curious if it will have the same,
like the texture,
like it will have the same result. Because there's nothing better than an Oreo dipped in milk.
Double stuff or
I'm a
regular?
double stuff
Double,
guy
okay.
all day. Always.
I'm in. I'll take it. I'll be here. We'll do it in studio.
I will tell you though, that bottom of the chocolate Reese's with the white filling on the top of an Oreo,
That'll play. That'll play on Sundays.
that is a beautiful concept. Milk chocolate and white cream with the peanut butter cups with Oreo cookie crumble. Sorry.
Sounds like you're doing an ad read over there.
Like ASMR.
Yeah.
I'm just curious how it is dipped in milk. Anything else?
How do you think it will be?
I don't think it will be the same.
Okay.
That's going to be the key. And again, I'm going to eat the sleeve anyways. But I just am curious.
Pop the top off that.
Come on, you know what I'm talking about, right? With that sleeve, you pop a little bit and you take a couple.
Yeah.
You take a couple, and then you just close it right back. No, pop that bad boy open. Anything else, guys?
I think that's a good place to end in or out tonight.
All right. When you can hang around, right? I'm late again. Do you have a timetable?
No, we
to
can
go home.
We can go.
Do you have a?
I gotta write some stuff for SI tonight.
Am I holding you up?
No, I'm game. Let's go. Let's
right.
party.
All right, let's take a break. Mike Cadlick's here. I have concerns about the quarterback position. We'll get into that coming up next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray. On the way on 98.
It means they spent the offseason working, and this is the Pop Douglas here. I'm telling you, the juice out of Patriots camp right now about Drake May is very real, and they'll bring it down because it's back to that old school style. It's Vrabel, it's McDaniels, it's a lot of those guys, and they're not going to pump up their quarterback. But Drake May came ready to play. Drake May came ready to work. And I would just say, don't be shocked if we see a year 2 giant leap from Drake May.
They're favored in 11 games?
11 games, yeah.
All right, that was Peter Schrager, the backup quarterback.
Okay.
And there's a practice this Friday night, right?
Sure is.
Okay. You going to be there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Season ticket holder to practice. In stadium.
I used to go every year.
You still a season ticket holder?
I am not anymore. They lost me.
When?
I also work all the games.
That's
kind of
true.
hard for me to go to the games. Plus, nobody wanted the tickets because they sucked.
It's fair.
I whispered that.
Yeah. So you don't get dropped.
No, it's fair. I think the Crafts know the mistakes they've made and have been accountable for them.
I would agree with that.
I think we can agree with that,
Yeah.
right? I don't think we have to get into it anymore.
Nope.
They have owned their mistakes.
Yep.
And the hiring of Mike Vrabel.
I do think, you don't want to get into it, but we'll get into it quickly. Just that on that. Them admitting that Mayo was the wrong choice and hiring Vrabel and not sticking to what they or Robert originally thought was going to be the right decision said a lot about, where they essentially, like you said, admitting that, okay, we need to move on. I don't care if we hurt feelings. I don't care if and they put him in a bad spot, but I'm with you. I think that they hopefully wrote their wrongs and we'll go forward.
Admitting and taking accountability.
100%.
Robert Kraft's something he hasn't done.
Right.
And he did it.
Yep.
And now it's time to move on and change. So Drake May. I think he's skilled. I think that I'm still don't love Josh McDaniels, but I'll say this. I think he's going to help out when it comes to turnover-worthy plays. What are you seeing from Josh McDaniels down there? And do you think that he'll hinder Drake May or continue to use his ability? I know you said it isn't going to be Cam Newton-like,
right? But
how can they use his ability more?
So I'll start with Josh and what you said there about what he's done and turnover-worthy plays, and then also just what he looks like. I guess the behind the scenes being a practice. And I was not on the beat down there every day in his last season with Mac Jones, so I don't know what a Josh McDaniels-led offense looks like in practice. But what I've seen so far is that he's not like hands-on in practice like I thought he would be. He seems like this fiery guy who, for what it's worth, was kind of the reason he got fired in his last 2 spots, because he was always on guys and animated, if you will. And I haven't seen that so far. He sits behind where the offense is running. He has his headset on. He calls the plays to Drake May or Josh Dobbs or Ben Woolridge, whoever's in the lineup. And he doesn't really get too involved. It's been Mike Vrabel essentially running those portions of practice where Vrabel's the guy that is in Drake May's ear. He's kind of figuring out what the defense is doing, what the offense is doing, what have you. But Josh McDaniels has kind of been more so behind the scenes, and I do think that's a good thing. I think that's he's in the meeting room, and Josh Dobbs mentioned him in the meeting room today. Comes in every day, asks them if they love football, yada, yada, yada. And he's been, what Josh Dobbs said, is a fountain of football knowledge. So I think the dynamic of Drake and McDaniels and Vrabel working together has been good thus far. McDaniels hasn't been too overbearing, if you will. He knows what he's doing and whatever. As far as the turnover-worthy plays, I know I mentioned it earlier, but we can kind of rehash it again. Drake May had that 4-interception practice over in May in OTAs, and since then he hasn't thrown an interception in practice. He's had a couple turnover-worthy plays. One hit Jabril Peppers off the hands the other day, but he's done a good job at taking care of the football and not forcing the ball into harm's way, throwing balls across his body, etc. They've really seemed to take that and have that be a point of emphasis. They had an entire practice where it was checkdowns and short throws, get the ball out of his hands, get it to guys in space. So I do think it's going to be a good thing. I do think it's going to work with Drake May. It's only been a week and a half, but so far so good. I think that he has slowly but steadily grown as a quarterback under Josh McDaniels so far.
Talk to me about Josh Dobbs.
Josh Dobbs is, he's a rocket scientist, right? He's incredibly smart. He went to Tennessee for like astrophysics or something.
Yay. Matt Patricia was a rocket scientist.
100%. We have a lot of them around here. So I preface it with that, though, because you can tell that he is an intellect, right? He speaks well. He seems like the perfect backup quarterback because he knows his role. He knows that he's here to back up Drake May. He knows that he's here to help be a teacher of the offense. He worked with Ashton Grant, the Patriots quarterbacks coach in Cleveland last year. He also worked with Mike Vrabel in Tennessee a couple years ago and almost won them. I think he had to start a playoff game for them a couple years back.
And that was the game that Trevor Lawrence threw 3 first half and 4 first half.
Oh, that's right. Yes. It was the Thursday night game, right?
Yeah, and then he came back to win.
Yes, exactly. So
might have been a Saturday night game now that I think about it.
But it was an off schedule. It was one of those games. Yeah,
but it was Trevor Lawrence threw 4 first half interceptions and came back to rally them, and it was Josh Dobbs.
Josh Dobbs is the quarterback. So I say that because he understands the system. He understands how both not McDaniels. He understands the offense, and he understands how Mike Vrabel wants to coach. And he knows and signed here knowing that Drake May was the starting quarterback. Like Dobbs was asked today, what does it take to be a backup quarterback? And he said, well, you always want to start. You always want to be one of 32, but you know your role, you know your place. So that was the gist of it. So he's not going to threaten May whatsoever to be the starter. If they need to throw him in on a whim, he can maybe win you a game or at least be competitive. And he's going to be there, knows the system, and can help Drake May. He's a smart guy, and I think he was the right choice to be the second iteration of a backup quarterback for Drake May.
Is he only here to make sure that Drake May is the guy? Like, for example, if Drake May gets hurt, I don't think Josh Dobbs is going to be favored in the game. And quite frankly, although he has been a backup in the league and has started games, I just feel like if Drake May misses any time, the Patriots probably aren't set up with a good backup quarterback. Is he a good as far as the role model and knowing his role? Yes, and intellect. Can they win games with him?
Probably not, but they're going to live and die by Drake May. And I think most teams are like that. I mean, is Bailey Zappi going to win games for the Kansas City Chiefs if Patrick Mahomes goes down?
Gardner Minshew is going to be the guy.
Or Gardner Minshew. I forgot about him. I knew Zappi was there. I saw a picture of him the other day.
No, we had a guy calling yesterday to tell me that he sucked.
Who's Jake Browning? Jake Browning.
Browning's been good. That's what I'm saying. Easton Stick. There are guys in the league that can be backups and win games. So that's what I mean. Like, the Patriots have a lot invested in this year.
Sure.
Drake May gets hurt. They don't have a third stringer. This isn't a Joe Milton discussion. They moved on from Milton because Drake May is their guy.
Sure.
That's the end of story. Maybe he thought he was a guy and they just wanted to get that out of the room. That's not the conversation. The conversation is Drake May misses time. It's Josh Dobbs and what?
That's it. It's Josh Dobbs. And that is it is a problem. It's a small world problem because ideally it's Drake May. He's your future. He's the best quarterback on the team, what have you. But they don't have a ton of answers for playable backup quarterbacks. I think Dobbs is someone who can finish a game for you, can maybe go 1-3, 2-2 in a 4-game stretch. But other than that, you don't really have that developmental piece behind them. You don't have a guy who, like Joe Milton last year, right? Now, granted, Buffalo was trying to lose the game, but Milton has the skill set and has enough
college experience.
Yeah, to go in there and be like, yeah, I can win a couple.
That's why Brock Purdy was able to jump right in and be successful. And
yeah, so no, I think Dobbs is good as a backup. He's not a good playable backup, if you will.
I want to keep that in mind. You know, I've been thinking about Cleveland. Like, could Flacco ever get let loose? Because I think he'd be a great mentor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine with Dobbs as the backup. I just don't think they'll win games. And I think it's worth the discussion. While we're on it, what's up with Carlton Davis?
He just hasn't been available. And I was surprised that they took him off the non-football injury list that he started camp on because he's only been there for what really has been one practice. He was out there for that walkthrough session they did late last week, which I don't think a single person even jogged through. They didn't have helmets on or anything. He's only been at one practice with a helmet on. Other than that, he's been absent. So we don't know the injury. He has been injured back and forth in the past, so kind of surprised they took him off the list if it was going to be like this. Vrabel talks tomorrow morning, so maybe I'm sure he'll be asked, and we'll get some more answers on Davis tomorrow. But working through something, struggling to get on the field, and you wonder, after giving a guy that kind of contract, what it's going to look like, especially with Christian Gonzalez now out too. Their defensive backfield is taking a little bit of a hit here. So yeah, he surprisingly was taken off the NFI list, went over there for one practice, and has been pretty much a ghost ever since.
All right, I want you to do this exercise, and then we'll take a break. But
Get me out of here.
No, we got one more. But we did this exercise yesterday, but I want you to rank the rookies this season based off importance. So don't do it now. We'll take a break, and we'll do it. But I want to talk to Tom. He's in San Antonio. He has a question. What's up, Tom?
Hey, Joe. Good to see you again.
Hey.
I had a question regarding steak. 2 questions, actually.
Okay.
So, first question. Best cut of beef that you can go and get, and I'm sure you're going to say Dom steak tips, but can't get those down here. What do you think?
So, all right. I prefer a filet because it's easy, but it's probably not the best cut, right?
Yeah.
Sirloin. I guess sometimes I do like a bone in because the flavor, right, with the bone. So I guess, although I think a filet is easy, it's easy to marinate or season or whatever. Yeah. I think some sort of bone-in ribeye is probably where I'm at.
In there. Tomahawk all the way. Second question for you is, a gal ordering a steak well done, red flag for you.
Yeah, I won't do well done. You know what I prefer a nice little medium. But I want it a little bit closer to rare. Do you get what I'm saying? Medium rare? Like, you get what I mean? So I want it to be nice little pink in the middle. I want that good pink. So, but I don't want anything more than that.
But, like, if you take a nice lady out for dinner and she orders a steak well done, is that a red flag for you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Out?
That's all I need to know.
I'm not out. It's just a red flag. Who orders a well done steak?
And she works at a steakhouse too. So,
this is like a real scenario.
Well, listen,
I thought we were just playing a game.
Maybe she likes it crispy.
Yeah, right.
Like, maybe she likes.
That's all I wanted to know.
Like, maybe
brother.
she likes the Kona rub a little charred.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do a tomahawk medium.
Tomahawk medium.
New York
Duly
strip.
noted.
I'm a sucker for a New York strip.
Okay. Hey, how do you feel about in San Antonio with Luke Cornett out there and Kelly Olynyk with Wemby?
That happened? Didn't know. I pay no attention to Spurs. Celtics all the way, baby.
Celtics all the way. Whee! To the Justin Gino #1.
Green Teamers pod.
Did you know? Green Teamers. That's right. Scavs. Yep. Did you know that it is Kelly Olynyk, Luke Cornett, and Wemby?
I did. They traded for him from Washington, right? A couple weeks ago. Kelly?
Yes. But, like, mind blown.
Yeah, it's crazy.
See, Trey just shook his head too. Wemby's backcourt is Luke Cornett and Kelly Olynyk.
Trey was shaking his head because Street Team Joe asked him how he liked Kelly Olynyk on his Wizards. Not great.
The Wizards have a bunch of bums, huh?
Yeah, they got that Trey Johnson kid from Texas. He's a shooter.
They had Middleton. They had
now they have some washed
Smart
guys. Yeah,
they had Kuzma.
Yep.
Bum.
Marcus ain't no bum.
Bitty bitty bum. Sorry, go on a tangent.
Yeah, it's all good. I appreciate it.
It happens. All right, you got your list. You gonna come up with that on the other side?
Yeah, we'll get it.
And if
I gotta get out of here.
All right, that's fine because I gotta get the musics too.
Perfect. Oh yeah.
And if you want more pizza, help yourself because I am fading. All right, we get the headline here. I'm Joe Murray on the Sports Hub.
Sports Hub headlines presented by
In Celsius.
Did I come through?
Oh, you came through.
I told you we're gonna have a party. See, look at these guys.
They're still eating the pizza back there.
I know everybody. It's the cameras don't do justice, but Trey is like literally ripping pizza off the bone, and Joe's just back there smiling like he.
Joe, do you like when they talk about you on the air?
See? No, it's okay.
I
like
told
it.
Skaz, it's just when you're at college and you don't have your parents making you anything or there's no dinner, you got to do it yourself. You got when you get opportunities, you got to take advantage of it.
Hey, listen,
He's taking advantage of his opportunity tonight.
I have told, I've worked here for 14 years, and I always take care of the guys in the back. It's part of the
Good
gig.
stuff. You're taking care of me right now, having me in for the.
That's right.
What's going on 2 hours now?
I know.
Good stuff.
I told you an hour. Well, I told you 8:20 to 9:30.
Ended up 8 to 10, pretty much. We'll take it.
All right, rank your 5. I'm very interested to know what in order of importance and impact.
You want to go 5 to 1 or 1 to 5?
1 to 5.
Okay. Number 1 is, without question, Will Campbell, the left tackle. He has to be there. He has to be good. He has to be serviceable. He has to protect Drake May's blind side. 4th overall pick. You spent a lot on him. That is the most important rookie heading into the season. Number 2 is another offensive lineman. It's Jared Wilson.
Ooh, 2 is Wilson.
It is. That interior offensive line for the Patriots is arguably more important than the tackles. I think Morgan Moses is going to do a serviceable job on the right side. We'll obviously see with Campbell, but Jared Wilson's going to win one of those 2 interior spots. Right now, it looks like left guard. He took a lot of first-team reps today in place of Cole Strange. I think that is going to be him having an impact on the interior and developing into a solid NFL player there is very important. I think they stole him when they drafted him. I loved the pick, especially the way they traded back for him. So I am in on Jared Wilson being the 2nd most important Patriots rookie. Number 3, Andreas Borregales.
Borregales,
Skaz's guy, number 3. Because the kicking game is important. It's always been important in football, and the Patriots haven't had a reliable kicker really since Nick Folk was pretty good for a couple years here too, but since then it's been a rotation of your Chad Rylands, your whatever you want to call Justin Rohrwass or whatever he was for the year that he was here, and even Joey Sly was hit or miss last year. They need to have a kicker. They drafted him in the 6th round. He is the 3rd most important rookie. Number 4, Travion Henderson. I think he's going to be great for this Patriots offense. He's going to be a good runner. He's going to be a great pass catcher out of the backfield. But you can rely on Ramondre Stevenson and you can rely on Antonio Gibson for another year. So, yes, I think they're going to use him if he ever went down. I just don't think the importance is there. And then I'll give 5 to Craig Woodson, the safety. I think he's going to be more involved than you would imagine on special teams as well. He was taking some reps ahead of Del Pettis as like the personal protector on the punt team. I thought that was noteworthy. I think that might actually potentially push Pettis off the roster. But that being said, that safety rotation with your Peppers, your Duggar, Craig Woodson's going to get in there, potentially take over for Jalen Hawkins at some point. So that's number 5. So yeah, those are the 5 most important Patriots rookies.
What's going to be the surprise cut of camp?
I don't know. This isn't necessarily a prediction, but I wouldn't be surprised if Kendrick Bourne got cut. It wouldn't surprise me.
Because of the money?
No, because of what I've seen from him and his standing on the depth chart at wide receiver so far. I think it's been clearly Kayshon Boutte, Stephon Diggs, and Demario Douglas as those first 3 guys. Kaya Williams is rotating in. Jalen Polk has been rotating in since he came back. And Kendrick Bourne he has the experience in the offense, but he's pretty much consistently been like their 5th wide receiver to 6th wide receiver throughout the entirety of camp. And I don't know if they're going to have the room for him, especially if they keep a Polk and if they do want to keep a guy like Afton Chisholm. It wouldn't shock me if Bourne didn't make the team.
My thing with Bourne is I think he, like you said, he knows the system.
And he's a good leader. He's a good locker room guy.
Yeah. But he's also a year removed from the ACL. I wonder if maybe he's some insurance for Matt Collins. Like, what's the deal with Matt Collins?
Oh, that's another one, too.
Will he start on PUP? Like, what's going to happen there?
Yeah, so he's still on the list, which tells
he's
me...
6'4".
Yeah, he's huge. He'll be... He's going to... Once he's healthy, he's going to be on this roster. They didn't spend a ton of money on him, but they gave enough money where it would be a surprise if they actually let him loose. So that trickled... Him staying on the PUP list and being out for the first 4 games is what will help Kendrick Bourne make the team. If Hollins comes back before the season starts, it's going to be harder for Bourne to find a spot. But I do think Hollins is going to have... He's another one who's a veteran leader, has played the position for a long time in the league, done it with multiple quarterbacks and had some success. So he's going to be here. And again, if he does get healthy before season starts, that might push Bourne off the end of the roster.
All right, what to expect at the season ticket holder practice this Friday at Gillette Stadium?
Yeah, in the stadium at Gillette, it is Foxborough residents and season ticket holders. Should be a good one. Get them on the game field for the first time. Probably a little bit slower of a session, but Mike Vrabel mentioned it's going to be a scrimmage style practice. So that's Friday. I want to say they start at 7 p.m. I want to get that right in case anybody's going.
They moved it to 6, I think, now.
What's today?
Yeah, I think I heard that they moved it to 6.
You are right. It's 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock practice. Good stuff, Joe Murray. In stadium scrimmage style. Mike Vrabel will probably. He's been great with the fans too. I thought that was pretty cool. He was signing autographs and whatnot. So yeah, I would expect a scrimmage style, and it should be fun. So that is Patriots training camp.
All right, and where can people find Mike Cadlick this year when it comes to your writing and your digital media appearance?
So, SportsIllustrated.com. I am a breaking trending news writer at Sports Illustrated, and also working with the CLNS Media Network to cover the Patriots. I'm on the Patriots Daily podcast every week, every couple days, every day down in training camp with Taylor Kyles, covering all things Pats. A bunch of digital content there on Patriots Press Pass. And then check me out on Twitter at Mike Cadlick. That's where you'll find the written work for Sports Illustrated as well.
He's Mike Cadlick, everybody. He puts lettuce on pizza. He's from Dedham, Massachusetts. And he was here at 98.5 The Sports Hub. Mike, appreciate you joining us tonight.
This was fun stuff, guys. Thanks for having me. Thanks, everyone in the back, putting this thing together. And fun times. We'll be back soon.
All right. He's Mike Cadlick. Everybody check him out. Sports Illustrated, CLNS. And this hour of the Sports Hub is brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com to save 15% off an extra after oil change. At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people. We'll have the musings coming up next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
More Joe Murray coming up on the Sports Hub.
Christian Gonzalez, who is dealing with a hamstring injury. Should be ready to go week 1, according to a lot of people, but we just don't know. Headlines are brought to you by Kesha's Law. Kesha's Law, they specialize in helping those who have been injured not only from a one-time incident, but a lifetime of hard work and labor. Does this sound like you? Visit KeshasLaw.com. I'm Joe Murray, and I like pizza.
No matter where you go, you're always connected to Boston sports with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app. Download it wherever you get your apps today.
You want a random take? Murray's got all sorts on stuff in the world unrelated to sports. So sit back, relax, and get your mind in the game and listen to the words of a grown man complaining.
Yeah, the
Yankee cannonball. That's right. The turkey was.
And one of the worst. What happens?
You
and
lean
it
against the
spins
wall,
around,
and the floor
forces
drops.
you. Yes, it pushes you up against the wall, the gravity,
and you can't breathe.
And the floor drops out. It wasn't even so much that I couldn't breathe. It was just something about. And I've done the teacups. I've done the mind eraser where your feet are dangling. Like all those don't bother me at all. For some reason, the Turkish twist just put me in a blender, and I was a mess for the next 45 minutes.
I'm out on the Turkish twist.
Yeah, hard out.
So we used to have something else called the Gravitron. It was like a leather version of the Turkish twist.
Out on that.
So the wall, it was just the Turkish twist was just you held on for dear life, hoping that the thing ends soon.
Yes, exactly.
You ever see the Sandlot when they all do dip before they go on the what was that
and then they start uking.
Yeah, you ever uked on a ride?
I don't think so.
So when
I've definitely almost uked from dip though. Back in the day.
So I've never dipped.
Trying to be cool,
but I'm completely out on. Listen, marijuana is great, but nicotine is gross. I'm sorry. So people who what do they call them, spliffs? When you put a little bit of nicotine in a joint, out. I don't want any contamination of your tobacco. Where was I going with this? Felt like I was going somewhere with this. Huh. It felt like this was leading to somewhere.
I was trying to follow. You were, hot day on the beach, too hot today.
Hot day on the beach.
Really hot. Too hot to go to the beach, what you said, which I don't know if I agree with, but.
Felt like I was going somewhere with this.
Something about the heat?
It was hot.
It certainly was. It was hot. It was a scorcher.
There's more coming out about the Red Sox and stuff, which we'll get into in a little bit here. All right, Skez. You just popped it up for me. I can't find the story now. Oh, okay, here we go. From the Taunton Gazette, right?
This one's, not good. Not good.
Set this up.
Unfortunately, a reoccurring theme on the night show has become, obviously we cover farts, Joe, at length, I would say. But another topic that we often dive into is funeral homes. And unfortunately, these funeral homes are being brought to our attention because they're not always handling the bodies. So some still alive in the best cases.
Now, granted, most of them have not been in the United States.
Yes, most have not been. Unfortunately, this one appears to be.
Is it our backyard?
It is, yeah.
Your backyard.
No, Joe. This is from, I believe, from Georgia.
Oh, Pennsylvania, right?
Well, I believe this is a Pennsylvania couple, yes, is suing two funeral homes.
No. It's a Pennsylvania couple, and yes, this happened in Georgia.
It happened in Georgia, yes. They were accidentally, it says, given their son's brain in a box, which began to smell and leak inside their car. So, not making light of their situation at all. That's horrifically sad.
Yes.
We're going after the funeral home.
Okay. Long story short.
How does this happen is where we're at.
Someone they accidentally were given their son's brain in a box. They smelled something, though. And, well, parents are upset about this. And again, I'm not making this to be funny. This is
horrible.
This is something I can't stand for anymore.
You have raised this issue numerous times.
When somebody's dead, make sure that they're dead. But I will tell you this. If somebody you know and something was delivered to your house that was something of their body part, I would think it was a really, really cruel prank. Like, I wouldn't even be able to, think positively about it in any way.
Yeah, I mean, I hope these people get whatever amount of money they're asking for. These situations have come up too many times, Joe. I don't know how we fix them. I don't know what's going on in these facilities, but it's becoming a concerning trend.
To bring up the story a little bit more, what happened was they went to go pick up their son's personal belongings. And there was a white, unmarked cardboard box with a smaller red box inside. And days later, they began to smell something, and there was some leaky fluids in their car. First off, you're dealing with the loss, and then we need to do better. We need to do better. They had to dispose of the vehicle. They had to dispose the vehicle. They couldn't stand the idea of the remains and the fluid in the car.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's a million hangups I have with this story, but just how does this happen and how does it keep happening? How is this something that's happened multiple times?
They mishandled human remains, inflicted emotional distress, negligence. Where else can I go with this? Lack of care, dignity, respect for the right. Who would take that case on? Because seriously,
yeah.
What do you do here? And if you're the funeral home, you just bow down on the show. This is not funny. We need to bring awareness to when someone passes. We either embalm them.
Yes.
Embalm.
Make
sure they are dead.
That is a problem that we've also come across in this program.
Make sure they're dead. B, don't leave their brain in a box for them to take. Am I asking for... That's a low bar, Scaz, right? Low bar?
I would say that's a low bar.
Low bar.
Very low bar.
Okay, moving on. Should we talk about the guys that escaped the jail in the toilet? Did you hear about this?
Like from a couple months ago?
Yeah.
Are they still on the loose?
Well, one of the guys, I believe.
Oh, I did not know this.
Or they let the wrong guy go.
That feels like quite a significant amount of time to be on the run.
I thought I put that in Slack, no?
You may have.
Here it is.
There was a lot in Slack today.
The same New Orleans prison that had 10 inmates escape through a toilet just accidentally released the wrong prisoner. Great! Great! Now they can't even get it right. What is going on? Like, for real? Is it the heat? Global warming? What the hell's going on? By the way, took the Red Sox run line tonight. Really could use that run.
Still 6-3?
It should have been 5-0, guys. See the Star Wars inspired speeder bike?
800K, Joe. You dropping 800K for that thing?
Nope. Do not have that. What else is going on in the world? Anything else? Oh, I wanted to. Well, I might as well just do this. Do you think you've pooped in more than 415 and a half toilets in your lifetime?
No.
Over, under 415 and a half. I'm going to go under.
Under. That's way too many toilets. Way too many toilets.
That's a
400
lot.
plus toilets.
How about 40?
I don't know if I've seen 400 plus toilets in my life.
How about 40?
40 is a more reasonable. Call me crazy. I would still lean under.
5 toilets a year times 20.
But one of those or 2 of those 5 toilets, you're probably the same toilet every year. You know what I mean? For multiple years, Joe. Like my childhood home, I was crapping in that thing for 10 years, Joe. Just wearing that thing out. But yeah, and then
I was at the work toilet.
Yep, that's one.
So right now, let's just
I'm going to go through the exercise.
I have 2 at my house.
Okay. You use both?
2.
So you have like road games at home?
I use upstairs and downstairs.
Oh, is there a reason for either? Like,
upstairs
is there
is courtesy.
mood?
Downstairs is public.
If you have guests, you're going upstairs. I got you.
Okay.
Considerate host there.
Work 3.
Okay.
Other work 4.
Okay.
I got my stop that I use when my pit stop 1.
We all have
designated poop spot.
Yeah, of course.
That's 5.
Yes.
I pooped at Bird's house once.
Okay, once, yeah.
6. I guess I got to keep thinking about that.
400 though.
Back at my mom, 7.
That feels like an astronomical number for 400 toilets.
400 toilets is a lot.
That's a lot. I mean, Steve Ballmer doesn't even have that many toilets.
He loves toilets.
I know he does, but I don't know if he has that many.
Under.
It's got to be under. Who is pooping in that many toilets? That's what I want to know.
Who's pooping in my yard?
Yeah, well, we may have found that out, yeah.
Who is pooping? Okay. Joe, have you thought about how many toilets you've pooped in?
Joe says way over 50. But
way over. I mean, I just went through 6 in a year. Maybe there's more. To think about that.
They're both under 400, though.
I'm under 400 as well.
They say both definitely over 50, though. Just slightly surprising.
What about at school, Trey? Are there?
Yeah, at school, I guess. Yeah,
are there different bathrooms at school?
You got to mix it up. Street Team Joe's mentioning restaurants that he frequents.
Oh yeah. I mean, sometimes you got to go. Birthdays today. How about Geddy Lee, 72 years old today? Tim Gunn, 72 years old today. Martina McBride is 59. Will Wheaton, 53. Steven Dorff, 52 years old today. Josh Radner is 51. Anybody else that I missed?
Did you say Martina McBride?
Yep. Dak Prescott, 32 years old.
Not a lot out there today, Joe.
Yeah. Not a lot out there today.
Ken Burns.
Oh, okay.
Civil War baseball documentary.
Yep. That's all I got.
That's it.
Bob is in Lynn. He's got a story about roast beef. Let's do it.
Hey, Joe, am I on?
You're on.
All right. Hey, yeah, I'm in Lynn. Grew up in the North Shore. Love roast beef, and so do you. I've heard you talk about it many times. Quick story. Probably 1973. I'm in South Peabody late night getting roast beef at Land and Sea. Linfield Street. I think you mentioned it before. Anyhow, I'm with my friend Marty Nally, and he says to me, buddy, you got to get cheese sauce and mayo. I said, what? Why do I got to get that? He goes, that's the way they get it down in Hingham. He spent a lot of time at the summer home in Hingham. And he goes, that's the way they get it down in Hingham, and it's awesome. So I get one. It was awesome. And he goes, they call it a three-way. So here's a little bit of the origins. I don't know if you can verify that, but here's a North Shore guy telling you it started in the South Shore.
Okay.
How do you like that story, Joe?
I don't agree with it.
No?
I'm not from
Which way?
I'm not from the North Shore, Bob.
Well, it don't matter where you're from.
It does.
I'm not. I don't know why you say that, but anyhow.
Well, no, I grew up where I grew up. There was no roast beef.
Oh, whereabouts?
I grew up in Hyde Park.
Hyde Park, downtown, inner city. Yeah. Wow, I'm surprised.
Yeah, Minos.
Gosh.
You like Minos?
Minos. Now, my second favorite downtown Peabody, Bill and Bob's.
Bill and Bob's is great peoples.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Forever, too, they've been there. I graduated high school 72. I'm 70 years old. So in 73, I was like 18 or something. Mm-hmm. And that's the first time I ever heard of a three-way from a kid who got it from the South Shore.
Did you see the Beatles at Manning Bowl?
No, I never did. But I saw Led Zeppelin
Wow.
At the Esplanade, 71, I think it was.
1971, huh?
That was special, yeah. Free.
Did you like the 1975 Red Sox?
I think I was at the game where the ball got booted because a buddy of mine from the GE climbed up the wall on the side of the building up a drain pipe, got across a roof, and at the national anthem, we ran past a cop about 10 feet away and got into the right field bleachers. Awesome.
Oh, you got a lot of history, Bob.
Yeah, well, that's only the stuff I can tell you.
I like that.
Anyhow, cool. I'm glad you listened to my story, and I'd love to hear what other people think of where that whole roast beef thing came from.
Okay. Thank you, Bob. We'll have more coming up next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray. Around here, we call them the Joe Murray Pre-Party. It's Felger and Maz afternoons right now. Joe Murray on the Sports Hub.
Mike Cadlick was in studio. And, well, we've had a full house tonight. Street Team Joe's here. Intern Trey is here. And now they are in studio. So, I mean, we might as well just have some fun tonight. Trey, you are not from here.
Yeah.
You're from Washington. You move up a little. Move this bad boy up. Yeah, there you go, right in there. What do you think of pizza in Boston, and what did you think of Frank Pepe's?
I loved it. I loved the pepperoni. I think that was my favorite slice. The ones with all the meats was good too, but I was rating it with Street Team Joe. I gave it the pepperoni a 9. It was good stuff.
I mean, that's a solid ranking, bro.
Yeah.
I got to admit, when it comes to certain foods, I like it simple. So, not so much cheese, right? A cheese is too plain. But a good little Roni with the Roni cups, felt like there was a nice little, like, mozzarella cheese in there, too. And like, it just had really good seasoning. Mm-hmm. So, I agree with you. The pepperoni was outstanding. Joe, you had a chance to try something that you thought was buffalo chicken.
I did. I thought it was buffalo chicken. Turns out it's the El Diablo.
It is something to that degree, yes.
Dude,
I actually got to look it up now.
I don't know if Trey and I established what was in it. I want to say it was blue cheese was the sauce, but we weren't entirely sure. But yeah, the chicken on it was really good. It was kind of a unique sort of pizza that it's not very. I haven't had much before. The pepperoni was outstanding. The meat lovers was a little bit too much for me.
That's a lot of meat.
It was a lot.
It had bacon.
It was just like
sausage.
Yeah. It's a heavy slice. Like that was my last slice. And
that was my last slice too.
Yeah, I regretted the last slice of the.
So the pizzas that we got were a chicken Diavolo.
All right, El Diablo.
So whatever, same thing. Cheese Roni Amante pizza, which
that was the meat lovers one.
Yes, that was a good boy. That was the mozzarella, meatball, pepperoni, sausage, bacon, and Romano.
Yeah.
I was scared to try when he said the chicken one, whatever you guys called it. I was scared to try that because he said it was blue cheese on there. I'm not a big blue cheese guy.
Oh, you're a blue cheese guy, huh?
I'm not a blue cheese guy. Yeah.
What do you dip your buffalo? Do you like buffalo wings?
Yeah, ranch for sure.
So it's clear cut ranch over blue cheese.
I don't like the blue cheese. Clear cut.
Joe?
Blue cheese. Now I have to be careful of both. Both will definitely give me some stomach issues.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm in the camp that I probably won't be dipping my wings in either of them, but if I had to choose blue cheese. Mm-hmm. Chunky blue cheese though.
Chunky.
Yeah, I like the chunky.
I like a Ken's.
A Ken's?
Yeah, you ever see them on Route 9?
Yeah. They're like a national chain, right? Yeah.
Well, they're local, but yes.
Yeah.
Have you been to the new Ground Round?
I actually have. Yeah, my dad.
How was it?
I thought it was okay. I wouldn't go over the top. I wouldn't go out of my way to go there again. But if someone was like, "Oh, we're going to the Ground Round," I'd be like, "Oh, yeah, I like that place."
Is there something, Trey? Like I know you. So you're from Washington, but you go to you do a lot of Maryland stuff.
Yeah, I'm from DC. Moved to the Baltimore area in like high school.
So what's big out there? What would
crab cakes? We talked about that last time a little bit. I was on.
But what about DC? What's big out there?
In DC, I don't know if there's anything in particular.
What is like Kevin Durant like? I'm just thinking like what is?
Yeah, he is a DC guy. I don't know what he's eating. Not too much. I feel like.
He's very skinny man. You look like Jimmy Butler. I don't. We finally have
the hair.
But I think like we finally have connected on something about him. I just don't know where it came from, but from afar, it just today it just.
A lot of people have said it. It's the hair, not when he does something weird with his hair. I hope though. I don't know if you've seen him do.
Oh, he does a lot of
media
things.
Day when he has his hair. Like,
hopefully not.
Yeah, what's
that,
up? Can you do that?
Nah, I can't do that.
What about can you do the braids?
Yeah,
like DeMar DeRozan or something like that. Who else is famous for braids? Who did the halftime show for the All-Star game? Was that the guy who was a former radio DJ? Get out the way. That guy. He was in this. He was in Fast and the Furious.
Fascinating. Ludacris?
Ludacris, thank you.
Ludacris. Doesn't Jack Harlow have braids?
Jack Harlow. Do you listen to him?
Jalen. I like Jack Harlow.
I like Jack Harlow.
He's pretty popular now.
Yeah, he's pretty like my.
I think he's an A. Would you say he's an A-lister? A-list celebrity?
I'd say so.
An A-lister?
I think he is.
He's right there.
Yeah, he's right up there.
Definitely with like my age, I would say.
What's like his song?
He's got.
Hey guys, he's an A-lister. He's an A-lister. What's his songs?
He's got a lot.
Oh, he's got that "Lovin' on Me"
Yeah,
song.
yeah.
He got "Lovin' on Me." Yeah, I know that song.
Yeah.
That song sucks.
He's a really good freestyler. Too.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I don't know any of them, but like he's
he's an A-lister, Joe. All right, so you guys are in on the pizza.
Yeah, in on the pizza for sure.
All right. Well, listen. We have the run line in this Red Sox game. So I would run line means they will win by more than one run.
Yeah.
1.5. There you go, Trey. A little something.
I do know that.
So I'm hoping that this guy that's pitching can just
Alcala stinks.
End the game.
I'd hate
Looks the run line looks good though.
Who's good in the bullpen right now?
No one.
No. Besides Chapman, who's good?
Whitlock.
Yeah.
Maybe
Okay.
Chris Murphy.
Maybe
like half a point.
Maybe.
Chris.
How did he do tonight? Didn't he give up the 2-run homer?
I think he did. But in general, he's been okay. Better than Hicks and Alcala.
Hicks, I'm done.
Weissert rubs me the
Weissert
wrong
can't
way.
rely on him either.
No.
They need an arm.
They need a lot of things.
So-
They need a starting pitcher, a bull.
Can I give you 2 for 1? Nathan Eovaldi. He can do both. He can be a front rotation guy, and if you get deep, he can be closer or a setup guy. He literally can fill both roles. And here's the deal. Bayo's not going to the bullpen. Like if you had to think of let's hypothetically say 1-game playoff or 3, Bayo's going to be in that rotation, right? I'm just thinking of guys that wouldn't be that you could move to the bullpen to help your bullpen. Is Giolito probably a starter?
I think if we had Eovaldi, I would start Eovaldi.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But what I mean, though, is a 1-game playoff. Crochet goes 7. Could you go Eovaldi Chapman?
I think Whitlock has been so nailed.
But what I'm saying is, would you rather Eovaldi or Whitlock?
Yeah, I would. It would be close. It would be close.
I think Eovaldi's my guy.
I would put him out there. He's a gamer.
I don't know if Texas is going to give him up. The other thing about Eovaldi is they know him, right? He was here. He's been here. He can do both roles. He's a veteran leader. He's got a contract for a couple more years. I don't even know if he's available. I just know he's a guy who can do both. End this game, will you? He just got a guy on base, and now Cora's got to come out. Oh, they took the ball from him.
Yeah, it's long into the game.
I've watched many of a game in my life. This thing is trending in the wrong direction.
Need one out for the run line.
I know, but they're bringing Chapman in now, huh?
Bringing him in for an out.
Did you stay up last night, Joe?
I did. You know what happened? I told you we left because of the rain delay, and intern Luke goes, I'm worried we're going to get the alert that Hicks gave up the game-winning hit. Guess what happened? He gave up the game-winning hit.
Yeah.
On the play before, did you see Bregman threw it directly home to get the force out? Should he have stepped on third and then throw it home for the tag?
I think he should.
Double play.
Yeah.
Because then you have a couple of options. If Hicks is a little wild,
Yeah.
you can put the guy on with the force, right?
Hicks hitting back-to-back players on back-to-back pitches is unacceptable.
Didn't like that.
And he's the best guy we got in the Rafi deal.
You guys want to talk to some callers?
Yeah.
Shane, Prince Humperdinck in Rhode Island.
Hey guys, how you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm trying to figure out if I should try to follow the Red Sox right now while I'm listening to you, but I can't really do it. So I'm following everybody in the chat. What's up, chat? And what's up, Trey? Is that Trey?
Yeah, I'm Trey. Yeah, what's up?
How you doing, Jimmy Butler Jr.? No, I just wanted to talk to you, Joe, about what I was eating tonight.
Okay, let's do it.
Well, I went to a bar called Hank's, and their kitchen was kind of shutting down. So they're like, we have this, that, and the other thing. So I got a raspberry cheesecake margarita, and my girl got a Long Island, and then we went to McDonald's. Because we figured it was the best financial thing to do. And,
yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like I can't get the bacon wrapped scallops if your kitchen doesn't really work right now.
That's true. What did you get at McDonald's?
Oh, I just get the double cheeseburger, just ketchup.
Me too.
That's what I get too.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just get that. That's good. And then I'll get like a 4-piece nugget or something if I'm like starving.
Yeah.
You know, they make you 5 little, like, you know how, like, Wendy's had the major bag alert? McDonald's has, they have like a $5 nugget, burger, fry, drink meal for $5.
I'm not sure I believe you because I remember when I used to get the $4 biggie bag and $5 biggie bags. Now everything's $18 if I want to get a burger and a fry. And
let me just tell you.
Some inflation.
Yeah.
I went and saw recently that let's just, just take my advice. It's still there.
I will.
How's the desserts?
We haven't had them yet. Those are still in the fridge.
Oh, my God. We have desserts in there.
Yeah. We got tiramisu, chocolate cake, something that looked like it might have had cookie dough on it.
Does sound solid. Oh, game's over. You got your...
Mickey Gasper, he was in my grade at Bryant. The guy who just struck out.
He's got a great mustache.
He does. He played for the Red Sox last year.
Good thing he sucks.
Yeah.
Red Sox win 8-5. Everybody will react to it coming up after the headline. And we got Street Team Joe here. We got Trey. Skaz is back there, too. Skaz just laughing at us and shaking his head all night. We'll wrap this bad boy up, react to the Red Sox win. We'll do it next on the Sports Hub.
Sports Hub headlines presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
All right, Red Sox with an 8-5 win tonight over the Twins. And, well, Lucas Giolito now 7-2 on the year. He went 6 innings, 5 strikeouts. They got homers, baby homers. Trevor Story, Jarren Durant. right, back here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. Red Sox win tonight. They had a 5-0 lead. They got on the board early. They whacked around the rookie tonight. And I expected that. That's why I told people to bet on it. And they did. And they bet the run line, and everybody's happy, right? We're all happy. We all had pizza. Star of the game, though, Jarren Duran. He's got a nice little 5-game hitting streak, batting .421, 4 RBI. He's got 6 extra base hits. He's crushing the baseball, and he is one of the biggest names on the trade market right now. I ask you guys, would you trade Jarren Duran at the deadline?
I mean, to me, I think you do, because I think that the Red Sox have a lot of pieces out there and a lot of good players on the outfield, and I think you got to get them while the value's high. And I think it's going to go down, so it's the perfect time for him to be mashing for me to trade him.
I just wonder if he has more value now than maybe in the offseason.
He's got
right? He'll be going into his 30-year-old season.
I just don't trust John Henry and Craig Breslow to make a good trade.
Well, Henry won't be involved.
Yeah.
Henry specifically said over the weekend he trusts Craig Breslow. So you don't trust Craig Breslow, Joe?
No, I don't trust Craig Breslow.
Joe, you believe John Henry?
Me?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Well, then what do you mean?
I just don't think he has anything to do with this.
He has everything to do with this. You think they're going to make a big trade and bring a guy in with a contract and not let John Henry know?
All I asked was, would you trade Jarren Duran?
Then you defended John Henry.
I said he has nothing to do with it.
Which I think is, you're giving him you're giving him an out.
Okay.
Anything Craig Breslow does is at the wish of John Henry.
If you're trading Jarren Duran, aren't you getting a big league player back that can help the team?
You'd have to hope so.
Yeah, I think.
Like, you're not dumping Jarren Duran because you have too many outfielders. You're trading Jarren Duran because you're getting a good player back that can impact the team. And you're right, there is too many outfielders. And they have guys in the minors that can probably contribute that are – this password kid, I'm telling you, is a right-handed – I've been talking him up for a while, but like, I don't know, Yoshida, like that's a bad contract. Like, I don't know if anybody wants him, but can you throw Duran and him in there, like, and try to get back something and maybe take on a contract, but maybe it's a first baseman or somebody that's in the bullpen. I would trade Duran. And here's the only reason why I'm against it is because I really feel as though he's a leader in that locker room, and I have never said he's a leader, ever. But I think the younger players do look at him as someone that I think they do look at him as a big piece of the team. So I'm not going to use the word leader, but I think that's the younger guys look at Duran as a guy that's been proven in the league. So I would trade him now. And I don't know, the clock's ticking. Right?
Thursday.
They realize this?
Thursday, right?
It's Tuesday night.
Yeah, Thursday's a deadline.
We're already on Wednesday, baby. Like, let's go.
Do you know what time the deadline is? Like the specific?
I think it's 3 o'clock. Is it 3 or 6? I think it might be 6 now. They moved it to 6 o'clock.
Are you expecting a move at this point?
Absolutely. Yeah.
One of big significance or more of a minor?
Did you see what happened tonight with Akala?
Yeah.
Did you see the other guy that was in there, Murphy, that you liked? Yeah. These other guys, they suck. They need help at the back of the bullpen, but they also need a legitimate starter.
And a first baseman.
Yeah.
If they had to, I think they'd be happy platooning Gonzalez and Toro. I just don't think that's going to win you a World Series. And the other thing is, it sounds like rentals are like what's available, whether it's pitching, maybe even a first baseman, a Hearn, one of these guys. Did Hearn get moved? No, there's somebody else that's available. Who's the kid Lowe from was it Washington? There's first basemen available. Problem is they're rentals. Then the other thing is with these pitchers. We talked about Morton earlier. He's 41. Like, this guy Bieber's pitched 2 games last year and he's coming off surgery.
Who got DFA'd today? It was Rich Hill.
Yeah.
Old friend Rich Hill.
Who I played against, by the way.
You did?
Yeah, he's 45 years old. I'm 43. He played at Milton High School, yeah.
What were your stats against him?
He actually wasn't a hard-throwing lefty, to believe it or not. Just more of a stuff guy.
Yeah.
But we had Manny Del Carmen growing up, who was gas, baby. And he was...
Yeah, he was a Red Sox
won a championship.
Yeah, he could...
But, yeah, Rich was a year older. And then Manny and I were the same same age. But to know that Rich Hill is still pitching, feel like I still got it, baby. Just not going to eat all that pizza, though. It's catching up to it.
Is that what you did? Did you pitch? Or?
No, well, I'm not like him. But, like, again, first baseman.
I was also first.
I was a
baseman.
big talker. Big talker. All right, John is in Hampton. Hey, John.
Hey, Joe, how you doing?
Hey.
Hi, everybody, how you doing? So the thing is, like, I'm really really weird about the subject with Duran thing. Is like, everybody wants to trade him for like weeks now. He is the key. He's instrumental to the team inside with all the players. So why everybody keeps talking about him is beyond me. So it's really weird. But the Red Sox, they got it out. They won, and then last night, blah blah blah. But they won. They got it out. They got to win. They are a tough team. Let's take them for who they are. They are a really good team. Or maybe, but I get it. But let's. I don't know. I think I want to covet a little bit. Like.
What's he saying?
I think that he doesn't understand why we should trade Duran because they're playing well and they feel like a good team with him. Just like the basic counter argument.
What's their best outfield? Anthony, Rafaela, Abreu, right?
I feel like people haven't watched. Like whoever wants to keep Duran, have you watched him play left field? I feel like
he's not a great outfielder.
He is not a good outfielder at all.
He makes bad plays, but will make an unbelievable play.
He runs into people.
It's like, yeah, but you're right. He is. He's a major league player. Don't get me wrong, major league player. I just think at 29, a speed guy. These guys tail off, man.
Yeah,
there's a history of these type of guys. My only thing is like. You got other fourth outfielders and fifth outfielders. Yeah. Like, Refsnyder can play out there. Like, if you have to play Yoshida because of his contract, he can play out there.
Yeah, it's a good problem to have.
It's a good problem to have, but he's batting .400 in the last 5 games. Get what you can for him now because it won't be worth this much in the offseason.
That was kind of what I was thinking. Right. Get him while the value's high, while the stock's high.
Sarko!
Yo, Joe, what's up, brother?
Say what's up to Trey and Joe, bro.
How you doing, guys? What's up, brother?
Sarko.
Listen, we haven't talked in a minute, man. I remember the last time I called in, it was something real crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then I know you remember. The only thing we didn't get down to when it came to that was how many he was, like, trying to hide up in there. You get me? Yeah. But other than that, we'll go on to, like, the sports stuff. What do you think, like, Joe, honestly, what do you think about this trade deadline right now, right? It's getting me upset because I don't see anything going on. And it's taking too long. So I want to know your opinion on why you think it's taking so long, or do you even think they're going to even do anything?
Appreciate you, Sarko. We're up against it. The Red Sox were serious about making the playoffs this year. They need to make impactful moves to show that they were serious about Bregman, right? They need to continue to be serious. Make moves. I don't care about prospects anymore. You got you guys up here. I think it's about improving this team and making them better. Hey, listen, if they keep Duran, fine. Improve the team. Improve the team. Trade prospects to improve the team. I think they need a pitcher. And then maybe they can move one of their guys to the bullpen.